Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights.
Passports, Passion, and Plot Twists, The Tea with Tree presents Wanderlust, a limited travel series hosted by me, Tree Taylor, with author and luxury travel goddess, Cher Teray. This travel series is dripping with tips and twists, flirts, and fictional love that'll leave you feeling beautifully aroused and ready to take flights. The Tea with Tree and Wanderlust, 6 episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, brought to you by the Booked Club, where frequent flyers and mile highers come together. On the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Hold up, baby. Hold up. Let's say.
Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog. And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan. He's Doug. And together, we are your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning to Why Not 2403. Thank you for the super chat, Why Not 2403. Mocha Bella, KK Ash, and an honorable mention to Adrian Williams. Good morning to all of y'all, and good morning to you, Dougie Stew. Good morning.
You supposed to say, how you doing, man?
How you doing today, sir?
Fantastic, sir.
All
It's a
right.
throwback Thursday, man. How are you, sir?
I'm doing absolutely outstanding. Other than missing my big guy, everything here is copacetic and going well.
Wow. Show is brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel.
Yep.
What do you mean, Miles? The story you talked about the other day on Tuesday?
Yeah, he's in
You
Kennesaw
missed
State.
him already?
He's in Kennesaw State. I missed him the minute I started driving off to head back to Columbus. Yeah, he's in Kennesaw State, enjoying himself. I call him and check on him every morning, or text him every morning and call him every evening just to talk and chat. And he's having the time of his life at this backstage camp where they're learning how to create costumes, learning about lighting, learning about sound and music. And he's a technical kid, man, and he's having the time of his life. He said it's not overcrowded. He's getting to participate. He's learning, and he's having fun. He's staying with his godfather and godmother, the Washington family out there in Marietta. And I checked with them, and they're like, yeah, he's a great kid, man. He typically eats with us, hangs out for about an hour, and then he disappears to his room, and we don't see him until it's time to go.
Playing video games or something, probably.
Well, yeah, he's doing what he does here. You know, he's in his room on his computers, playing his guitar, playing his drums. So Miles is doing well, man, and I can't wait for him to come back.
So whenever I hear about camp, man, I just harken back to Camp Bob Cooper. Camp Bob Cooper, 4-H camp.
Yeah.
What does 4-H mean? What's the 4-H's?
Head, heart, health, and hand, sir.
You got it.
I only went 6 years. I only went 6 years. Why wouldn't I know that?
Oh, man, 4-H camp was the greatest thing ever, man.
It was the best.
It was the greatest thing ever. You had your options. You had many different options. Crafts.
Yep.
You remember crafts?
Yes.
Archery,
Yes.
riflery.
Yep.
They probably don't do riflery no more. They don't.
No, the
they probably
guns-
don't let
the
kids
guns
go
are
to
gone.
camp and shoot guns.
Hey, man, they were giving us guns to shoot.
Canoeing,
Yeah.
swimming.
Swimming. Yep.
It was just the greatest thing ever,
Yep,
man. In
yep.
Summerton, South Carolina.
I used to really, really enjoy the swimming part because all the swimmers had to pass a swimming test to be able to go into the deep side to get their band.
Right.
And every kid couldn't do that.
Right.
So for you to jump in that water and just start swimming from one side to the next and get your band to have the ability to go in the deep side whenever you wanted, made you one of the people that was premier. You were a big dog if you could do that.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Most black kids in 1979 couldn't swim.
Hey, no.
So we had a little nudge over most kids, man, because we learned to swim at a very young age. Our old man was adamant about us swimming.
Yep.
And so, yeah, man, you go to camp and they got the deep side and then they got the shallow side. I mean, if you on that shallow side and you're standing there, water up to your ankles and you watching the kids in the deep side, that's got to be a hurtful feeling.
Diving into the pool, jumping, diving, doing flips off the deck. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of kids over there, man. So there was only a handful of kids that was over there.
No.
If you was one of those kids, man, and you had a band,
And I think you're watching the Two Live Stews. We're brought to you. It's a Throwback Thursday. We're brought to you by Planet and IntelliTravel.
Speaking of Throwback Thursday, man, who's this?
42. Did Ronnie Lott play a year in Oakland before he retired?
Ronnie Lott played a year or two in the great Oakland Raiders, sir, with the great Oakland Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders now. But yes, the great Ronnie Lott was a Raider for the end of his career.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. So, I mean, I know it's Throwback Thursday, but as I told you, I'm going to try to spread this thing out a little bit with my jerseys because I don't have a lot like you do, I don't think.
It's okay.
But what I was going to say is I think that our old man was so adamant about us learning how to swim because the alleged story from him is that he learned to swim in Carolina Hole.
It's not alleged, man. It's been verified by several sources.
So Carolina Hole is basically a pond that nobody else in the state of South Carolina knows about except for Oakley people, where we grew up. It's a little area called Oakley. It's probably like 300-400 yards in the woods in a special place. There's no signs. But anyway, they grew up fishing in this pond and swimming in this pond. And allegedly, the way he tells the story, everybody in Oakley that grew up during the time that he did, they learned to swim by getting pushed in the pond, and either they swam or they died.
Or they drowned. That's it. He said that he was thrown in the middle of the pond, and the people that threw him walked away.
I don't know.
You either swim and find your way out of there, or you stay in there and you drown.
Right. And I don't think he wanted his boys to go through that.
He went down a couple times, came up, got a couple breaths, went down, came up, went down, and came up swimming.
And figured it out.
Right.
And figured it out.
Here's what I need to do to get out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But great times, man. 4-H camp. Miles Mason, the other nephew, what's he got going on? You got any camps coming up?
No, I don't think he's going to camp. He's working with the camp. He's one of the camp counselors at the school.
Okay, Kara's doing the same thing.
Yeah. So he's this all of June. He'll be working these camps. Miles will be traveling all of June. He goes to Tulane this Saturday for 2 weeks, and then after that we'll have a week home and we'll do a little bit of traveling in July. Probably catch a couple of beaches, and then when July comes to an end, man, it's time to get ready to go back to school. Just that quick.
Kara's a camp counselor at Spelman.
Really?
Yeah, Spelman and Morehouse got this summer camp thing going on, and one of Kara's friends got her hooked up with that. And so, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's real awesome, man.
Kids are doing good, man. Kids are doing good.
You are watching the Two Live Stews Experience, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart.
But not to bring up old news, man, but a lot of people have hit me up, and I've seen some people in the street that want to talk about what had us troubled a little bit on Monday's show. Are you feeling a little bit better now?
Well, some people didn't see the show Monday, though, man.
The people that talked to me saw it. That's why I brought it up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gotta get over it, man. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I mean, these kids,
she's an adult.
They're grown, man.
And she's an adult.
They're grown. Long story short, my daughter's boyfriend, which I just found out about 2 days prior.
Damn.
She actually had a guy she considered her boyfriend drove down and stayed with her older sisters the whole weekend, last weekend.
Yeah, that's the one part of the story I didn't like. You know, I was thinking that whenever she came home, she stayed with her sisters too. But you're telling me when she come home, she stays with her mom. So for her to just come home and all of a sudden decide to stay with her sisters, and this dude pulls up, I just didn't like that part. I just didn't like that.
Yeah. I really not like to talk about it anymore. Hey, it's a couple things we got to get into, but a couple quick announcements. Today is Thursday, last show of the week. It's offering day.
It is. All right.
Offering day.
Yeah.
It's offering
awesome.
day. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
If you'd like to donate to the show to keep the lights on, we really do appreciate it if you could. All right. So look to the bottom of the chat to the right. You'll see a dollar symbol. Click on that. Donate whatever's in your heart. $1, 500, 5,000, 50,000. It doesn't matter. We'd appreciate it. And also, don't forget, tonight, we're going to have a travel presentation for PlanNet and IntelliTravel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. I'll reply back with email me, and in the subject line, put your name, phone number, and travel.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot you back some information, a link for the presentation tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Takes about 45 minutes, but learn how you can own your own travel agency. Legitimate. Own your own franchise, your own travel agency. Book your trips, cars, hotels, flights, et cetera, and we'll show you tonight exactly how to do that.
What I like to remind people is that when you book a hotel, a rental, a flight, a cruise, someone makes a commission.
Absolutely.
The search engine you book off of, the company that you're traveling with, someone makes a commission. However, if you become a travel advisor through PlanNet and IntelliTravel, you can get your own commissions. Doesn't that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yesterday, Sir Joe and I, in the huddle with Johan, we had a very good show. And the bulk of the show was the talk about the New York Knicks and them firing the head coach that has only gotten better every year that he's been there. I'm sure people heard my choice thoughts. I will share them again. But before I give my choice thoughts, because people have heard them on yesterday's show, what's your take on the Knicks firing Tom Thibodeau?
I think it's crazy. What? They went the furthest they've went in 25 years. You know the guy can coach.
They can't say what.
So now you're going to take a risk. In effect, anybody you bring in is a risk. They could be horrible. Yeah. You know what Thibodeau's done over the last couple of years. I just don't get it at all. I saw your boy Stephen A. Smith saying that he hated it too. I don't get it, man. Y'all deserve y'all gonna deserve everything that y'all get.
No question.
Now y'all might bring in somebody. Maybe y'all, the front office and the staff and the players figured, hey, we're missing this because of Tibbs and his style of coaching. We need this type of coach that's gonna come in and do it the total opposite, and it'll take us to the next level. But I don't know, one in the hand or six in the bush is what he used to say when we were growing up. I don't think it was one in the hand, six, but you know what I
mean. Six in one hand, half dozen in the other.
No, that's not the exact thing I was thinking of. But yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. Sir, I did some research over the past couple of days about good Tibbs versus bad Tibbs. Tibbs deserved an opportunity to better himself from what he did last year, because every year that he's been here, he's built and has gone and has done a better job.
Mm-hmm.
Past 2 years, 250-win seasons. This year, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. The year before, we ousted the game before the Eastern Conference Finals. So this year, he did better on what he did the previous year. He deserved a chance to take this list of bad things that I have and make corrections.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to stay here, but I do want to say this. One of the knocks on Tibbs is he had rigid rotations and a minute overload on his superstars. Well, this postseason, he dug into the bench a little bit and used 2 to 3 players that came in and did wondrous things for the team. So I'm willing to bet that Tibbs may have saw the error in his ways from previous seasons and would have done better with that this upcoming year which probably would have allowed him to progress even more. But now he doesn't get that chance. Lastly, because we're not going to stay on this all day, when there's a shakeup at the top and someone is replaced at the top of an organization, the shakeup falls down to everyone below because that person wants to make changes and wants their people in key positions. And when the key positions are replaced with new people, you find yourself with new situations. This is not good for the Knicks. I do not see what happened in Golden State happening with us when they fired Mark Jackson and brought in Steve Kerr. I think it's a different roster. And I think we may, depending on who they bring in, we may have a year or two, maybe even 3 of turmoil before we find any level of success like we've had the past 3 years with Tom Thibodeau.
So you keep using the word me. You're a Knicks fan.
Correct.
Bottom line, y'all deserve everything you get. Now let's move
question.
on. Let's move on to the next part of the conversation.
No question.
Who's the next guy they bring in? Okay. So I wrote down a list of names from doing a little bit of research and who probable candidates would be. I threw out Mark Jackson. Probably not going to happen. For some reason, he's blackballed. You hear different stories. He's a God squatter. He comes in. The organizations don't like that in this day and time. So I think Mark Jackson, New York guy, played for the Knicks as well. I think Mark Jackson would be a great coach, great defensive coach when he was in Golden State and coached in the NBA. Mike Malone, former Denver Nugget head coach. Budenhauser used to coach the Hawks. He's a part of the staff as well, from what I understand.
Just got fired in Phoenix.
Right.
Budenholzer just got fired in Phoenix.
Had that 1 year in Phoenix. Right.
Phoenix hired the assistant coach to the Cavaliers, Ott. So that job is that job is gone now.
Jeff Van Gundy, who was a longtime Knicks coach. He's been gone too long, right?
I don't want the retread that was here 25 years ago to come back.
How about this? Go ahead.
Jay Williams on TV yesterday threw out Rajon Rondo. And everybody co-signed about his basketball prowess and his high IQ as a basketball player and said one day he will definitely be somebody's coach. And Jay Williams was like, what about right now with the Knicks?
Okay, speaking of which, a young coach like that, how about Chris Paul? I saw Chris Paul's name mentioned a couple places.
I do not want a first-time coach, so I wouldn't want Rajon Rondo either. If you can get Ime Udoka from Houston or Jason Kidd from Dallas, I'd be in favor of both of those.
Okay, and last one. This is the one I think is probably makes the most sense. Okay, Jay Wright. Jay Wright, Villanova coach. 3 guys on the team used to play for him: Brunson, Bridges, and Hart.
Right.
Brunson, Bridges, Hart. I mean, he's a great coach. He's a fantastic coach. He resigned. A lot of people thought that he resigned to, do other things, pursue other things. Maybe he knew that this opportunity would come about.
No one knew this was coming about because the coach just coached in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's elevated the roster and the team every year.
So why did you fire him then?
I don't know. I wasn't in the room with him and James Dolan. I wasn't there.
A lot of times these things don't make sense, man. I like Jay Wright. Out of all the names that I just read, I like Mark Jackson first, but I don't think he got a chance. But I like Jay Wright. That makes a lot of sense. He can coach his ass off, several championships at Villanova. Half the damn team played for him in college. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I do not want a first-time head coach. I just don't.
He's not a first-time head coach. Man, coached forever at Villanova, man.
He would be a first-time head coach in the NBA. I don't want a first-time head coach.
Okay. All right. What do y'all think about it, man? Post your thoughts in the chat. We're going to re-chat it at the end of today's show. We got Arlie's World coming up, the Arlie Report coming up a little bit later. Trending topics. When we get back from the break, we'll talk more about the trending topics. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group. And also, please, we got top 5, too. We got the results of the top 5. How could I forget that? How could I forget the results of the top 5?
Guy just coached in the Eastern Conference Finals, and had they won a game that they lost to start the finals, maybe they play in the actual finals. It's mind-blowing.
How about
James
that top
Dolan,
5?
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, how about that top 5, though?
Oh, we knew what was going to happen, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So we'll get into the top 5 results a little bit later as well. We got the trespass. We got a ton of stuff, man. The funnest show on the web, on the interweb. The Two Live News Experience, brought to you by
Thank y'all for being here.
And IntelliTravel.
Thank y'all for being here, man. I got some news about my Lions, too. I can't wait to talk to you about.
Okay.
I think things are going to be a little bit different this year.
Yeah. Also, Arlie will be on later today in her Arlie Report to talk about and give you an update on the cruise. Cruise with the Stews for the big game, a.k.a. the Super Bowl. We're doing it real big. A ton of response, man. A lot more response than I thought.
They got to get them deposits in if they want their room, though.
That's right. $50 deposit. Arlie will get more into it when she comes on a little bit later. Yeah, man. College football talk coming up next.
Thank you, Till Dog. We appreciate you, player.
Thank you, Till Dog.
Why not 24-3? We appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, Stews, when will we get a correspondence that our Stews Cruise deposit paperwork was received asking for a friend?
We'll get back to you. No worries.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get back to you.
Don't worry. Arlie's handling all of this, so you got one of the most trustworthy people in the world. Yep. We're going to take care of y'all. Relax.
Yep.
All right.
Get those deposits in, though. Get those deposits.
Yeah, you got to get those deposits in.
Can't win. 226 and 174. He's above 500 in 4 postseason starts, and they just fire him. Fresh off of an Eastern Conference Finals. They fire him.
It's kind of like the things that y'all do up there, though. Knicks have been horrible for a long time, man.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
Let's go back to 1988. This is what America looks like nearly 40 years ago. Rent was about $400 a month. Families living simply but proud in changing times. Gas cost just 93 cents a gallon, cheaper than your morning coffee today. Wall Street was buzzing, brokers shouting, and stocks climbing high. George H.W. Bush seeking office in the 1988 presidential election. Reagan and Gorbachev shook hands, negotiating to end the Cold War. The development of digital worlds reached an all-time high. PCs hit offices, huge cell phones, and MTV ruled the airwaves. South Korea hosting the 1988 Olympic, where the world united in Seoul. Soviet cities felt change under Gorbachev's reforms, a shifting to democracy. We saw a major shift in cultural movement, people out socializing and crafting new ideas for the future. Back in 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 exploded over Lockerbie. 270 lives lost, a moment that changed air travel forever. Do you miss the 80s? Type yes if you do.
I missed them numbers in the 80s. 93 cents a gallon? I spent more than $4 a gallon yesterday.
Hey, man, did it really look that video looked like 1960s, not 80s?
No, that was 80s, sir. And we are the Two Live Stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, world. Thank y'all for being with us. I'm Ryan, he's Doug, and this is a Throwback Thursday on your Two Live Stews experience. Again, good morning and thank you for being here. No, man. That was not 60s. That was 80s.
So 1988 was my senior year. It was a great year to me.
I remember you wearing them tight ass jeans too. I never forget it.
What tight ass jeans?
I don't want to go. I don't want you to get all sensitive early in the show, so I don't want to talk about it.
You're making stuff up now. Jeans, the different style jeans was the rage back in the 80s for real, and this is a Throwback Thursday.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about, sir.
But I never wore no tight ass jeans. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. It's okay.
Yeah.
What are you focused on? Because you're not focused on me right now. What are you focused on?
I'm focused on this quote that Elon Musk said about your boy Trump.
This son of a bitch. Real quick before you find the quote, while you look for the quote, let me say this.
And I thought I had it.
There's hurt in my heart because someone I looked at as a dear frat brother and that was a P1 listener to our show divulged to the world and on Facebook, me included, that he's a Trump supporter that voted for Trump the last 3 times.
Doesn't that hurt?
And he listed all 3 of the HBCUs he's been to.
Uh-huh.
And after he listed all 3 of the HBCUs he's been to and talked about voting for Trump the last 3 times, I said, well, wait a minute. The guy you voted for doesn't want your HBCUs to be around.
Right. Technically.
How is that missed by you?
Yeah.
So my heart was hurt early this morning, man, because I found out that someone I had respect and love for is a Trumpster. And now he can kiss my ass.
It really hurts when you find out somebody's a Trumpster, as you put it.
Oh, it hurts, especially if you think you and that person's been on the same page for the last 20 plus years you've known each other.
Yeah, me and one of my LBs kind of going through that right now, man. I'm not going to even say which one it is because you're going to be astounded.
I would. You
A lot of black men in this country, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. We got to get to this college football Hall of Fame stuff, but
before you move on, I too have an LB, and there's only.
Oh, I know your LB that's the Trumpster.
I only have 5.
I know your LB that's the Trumpster. In many conversations,
it hurts. He's a great person, but it really hurts.
Hey, listen. So here's a quote from Elon Musk. Everybody knew that at some point they were going to bump heads. But, Elon is scorched earth right now, man. He stated on X, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Dude left Wednesday and, Thursday dropped that bomb on the world.
Well, but again, that's one of the reasons why he left, because of his dislike for what was going on with that bill.
Right.
Allegedly. Now, I'm hearing other stuff. I'm hearing that there were physical situations going on over there and all kinds of stuff. But
physical? What do you mean? Trump put him in a headlock? What are you talking about?
Apparently, Elon and one of Trump's cabinet members put hands on each other. Allegedly.
I haven't heard that. Damn. So yeah, that's the quote he throws out there. I got a second, I don't even know what to call the word right now. I have a second thought on what happened. Could it be that Eli has lost 49% of the market share for Tesla? Go ahead.
Elon. You said Eli. Elon.
Damn. Elon Musk.
It's okay.
Could it be that Elon Musk has lost 49% of the profit or the margins or the stock price for Tesla, and now he's going to fight and saying, the hell with this, the hell with me helping this guy. I need to get 49% of the value back in my company, and so I'm gonna throw this Mickey Ficky under the bus and try to win back the popularity from the public.
Yeah, but the public, when it comes to us, probably isn't going to back him up because we know where his heart is, and we're off that train.
Yeah, but don't you think that that he might win some people back if he throws Trump under the bus? If he continues to throw Trump under the bus? Wow, Eli, you're right. Eli, finally you woke up, Eli.
It's Elon. It's Elon. It's okay. It's Elon.
I did the same thing to Terrell Owens.
I don't think our people should go back that way because we know where his heart and his mind is now.
But you know what? People like that are so ruthless and calculating. This could be the case, man. He could be like, the hell with that experiment, me trying to help Trump and do this and that with Doge, this, that, and the other. I need to win back the hearts and minds of people that hate not only me, but hate my company to the point where the value of my company has dropped 49%.
The value of that company, that one company, has dropped 49%.
Right.
That's a lot. However, he's been cooking the books for the last 6 months. He's got more information than he'll ever need to make as much money as he'll ever need the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's got a lot of data.
He's been in the books for the last 6 months. He's got all the intel he needs and wants. He was done with Trump. He ain't got a cowtail to him no more.
Yeah.
He got what he came for. He had the
Sounds-
keys to the kingdom.
Sounds like a totally different guy at this point. Man. And whatever the situation is, I like the new Elon. I like the new Elon. So the College Football Hall of Fame announced its nominees for the 2026 class.
Do you know how many people get in, sir?
No.
Okay, I was curious.
So
there's a lot of nominations. I mean, there's like over 100 people that's been nominated.
I'm not sure that there's an actual number, and we can research that and find that. But heading the list is Mark Ingram, running back, and you can put that back. Mark Ingram, running back for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Cam Newton, who we've been talking about seemingly a lot in the last couple of weeks, and Robert Griffin III. We can agree those three dudes right there are just locks, right?
I don't know about Robert Griffin. I don't know about him. But yeah, everybody else, yeah.
What do you mean you don't know about Robert Griffin? He won the Heisman, you know?
Yeah, I know. And when you say, when I look at those three players, there's one of them that I don't look at as equal to or better than, and it would be RG3. So,
sir, how soon we forget? RG3 dominated. He won the Heisman Trophy.
I'm not a fan.
I'm probably on the other end of it, the other side of the graphic, Mark Ingram. I mean, I don't think Mark Ingram he was a great running back at Alabama, but not to the level and dominance that Cam and RG3 were.
I agree, sir. Another name that's on that list that won't be talked about is the great Marco Coleman from Georgia Tech. Marco Coleman's on that list again.
Why hadn't Marco gone in?
Marco should already be in. Everybody says the same thing. He was a dominant defensive end in college football.
And also, like Cam Newton says, Donkey Kong Suh and Ndamukong Suh.
Yes.
They're probably locks. And Ndamukong Suh was unblockable for many, many years in the NFL. Here's a couple other names on the list. All right. Colorado's Eric Bieniemy, which if I would have guessed, I would have thought he was already in. You know, had the great years at Colorado. Andy DeBruz. Oklahoma State's Dez Bryant. Great Cowboy receiver.
He's a great college player.
Here's another one. I would have never guessed in a million years wasn't already in. Kajana Carter, running back from Penn State.
He was
and I think Kajana won a Heisman.
He was a phenomenal running back.
I thought he won a Heisman already. I think he won a Heisman and he's not in. That's shocking. Aaron Donald. Maybe it's a situation where you have to go a couple of years. Maybe it's different than the NFL where it's not like you look at a name and you say first ballot. It's just a process. Maybe they only bring in so many guys like you said earlier. We should have verified that. But Kajana Carter, Aaron Donald, who was dominant, but at Pittsburgh.
I don't see Heisman under Kajana Carter.
So Kajana didn't win Heisman.
Finished second in the Heisman Trophy voting. He was second.
Who? Okay.
It does not say who won that year. I'll find out though.
So Marvin Harrison, wide receiver from Syracuse, very dominant at Syracuse, but it was Syracuse. I don't think that he was on a lot of people's radar to the degree in the level that he played in the NFL. Josh Heupel, James Laurinaitis, linebacker from Ohio State, Ryan Leaf out there at Washington State, Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn should be in there, and of course Ryan Leaf will get in because then people are gonna make sure of it.
But Ryan Leaf ain't played football in 30 years.
Well,
I promise you, I'm gonna go during the break and see what kind of like the criteria is. A lot of these guys that I just named in this second wave, outside of Newton, Griffin, Ingram, and Ndamukong Suh, I would have thought they were already in based on what they did in college.
Till Dog says Chris Winkie, FSU quarterback, now current GT coach. He's on that list as well.
How about this name? Peter Warwick.
Wow.
Florida State's Peter Warwick.
It doesn't get more electric than Peter Warwick.
What? Hell no, it don't get more electric than Peter Warwick.
Yeah, that's a good one. Who is Mr. I2Q7? Thank you for being here, sir. Quarterback Corny had a huge college career. Mark Ingram was steady, not great. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, and Mark Ingram won a title. He's going to get in.
When he's talking about quarterback Corny, he's talking about RG3.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I can agree with that, but Don't trip. RG3 was
he
was undeniable, man.
We may not like him because he likes tall glasses of milk, but yes, he was a very good college player.
Oh my gosh. I think good is kind of an understatement too. We can go back and pull up the numbers for that guy, but that guy was dominant that 1 year at Baylor.
And had he not got bumped from Washington for Kirk Cousins, I dare say he probably would have been a great pro, but he got an injury and just never bounced back and bounced around a little bit. Wasn't given an opportunity to play again. He was a pretty good pro before Kirk Cousins came and snatched his cookies.
Yeah. Maybe you have to wait 10 years before you get nominated. Maybe it's something like that because, and still, Eric Bieniemy I thought should have been, and maybe these guys' numbers aren't as huge as I thought they were, but there's a lot of guys on this list, man, that were phenomenal college players. Simeon Rice. Do you remember Simeon Rice on Madden?
Yeah.
With the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yep.
Unblockable.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of great names, man, and I
To
cannot
make the
wait
College Hall of Fame, a player or coach must meet specific criteria related to their football career and achievements, as well as their post-football record as a citizen. Players need to be named first-team All-American, while coaches need to have served as a head coach for a minimum of 10 seasons and coached at least 100 games.
Okay.
More details here. All-American recognition, eligibility. They become a post-football record. Okay. There's a whole bunch
so
of
that's
stuff
it.
Yeah.
You said first-team All-American.
Yes.
I would bet a lot of these guys weren't first-team All-American. The guys that we remember, there were probably better players that came out or played in the years that they did, and they may have been second or third-team All-American, but not first-team. So
Right.
that would explain it.
Yep.
A lot of these guys were probably second, third-team All-American. Eric Bieniemy probably played in a year where there was another dominant running back, Bo Jackson, somebody like that, and he might have been second team. No, but that's not the case. They're eligible.
So they had the first team.
They had to have been first team at some point
Correct.
throughout the career. I don't know.
I was going to wait for you to get done to say that. But yes, Marco was a first team All-American.
Right. So Marco Coleman, defensive end for Georgia Tech on the national championship team. Dominant, played a long time in the NFL.
12, 14 years in the NFL.
Most notably probably with the Dolphins.
He's one of the handful of players that stopped playing but still had teams calling asking him to play. Yeah, he stopped with like 2 or 3 opportunities for 2 or 3 more year contracts on the table. He's like, man, I'm just done. I can't do it no more. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I guess you get to that point where you know you're done. You done. Stick a fork in your ass. Yeah. Hey, don't forget tonight, if you'd like to come and check out the travel presentation and find out more about PlanNet and IntelliTravel, email me sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. That's sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. In the subject line, put travel, your phone number, and there was 3 things. Travel, and your name. And I'll text you or email you the link where you can join us tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Takes about 45 minutes to learn how to own and run your own travel agency. Okay? Not just travel, but cruises, flights, hotels, cars, buy sporting tickets.
Dealing with travel, yes.
Anything dealing with travel and fun.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the makeup of your stews and your Two Live Stews experience. Arleywood. The great Arleywood will join us for her Arleywood report, and she'll also talk about cruise and give us any updates. Hey, y'all, remember to get those down payments in. Got to secure your room. Got to secure your room by getting those down payments in, so let's get those in. We've got a couple that's popped up already. If you want to go on this cruise, get your cruise deposits in as soon as possible.
It's only $50, all right? $50 due by June the 9th. Come and cruise with the Stews. Super Bowl party.
Everybody's been concerned about on cruises, they don't tend to have we're not doing a Super Bowl cruise and we won't be able to watch the Super Bowl. Stop it. A lot of people are concerned about that. That is not the case. It's okay. We will be watching the Super Bowls. As a matter of fact,
live, not
they're
tape
going to
delayed
have
or nothing
several
like that.
different rooms where the Super Bowl will be played on the boat. So y'all make sure y'all pull up. It's going to be great. Hollywood's up next, y'all. Y'all keep it locked.
Yeah, man. A lot of these cats, man, I I would have never guessed in a million years they weren't already in the Hall of Fame.
Marco really deserves it, man. I hope he gets it.
Simeon Rice was a dog on Madden. I know that much. We got some Madden talk coming up a little bit later too, man. Definitely.
I was the best ever.
The best ever.
You're in the dark. Pow! Dogs and Poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option. Idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an
A
idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Best deep voice singers. That's women. Let's talk about it. Is Miss Anita? Stay me home, and I will just about you. Stay me home, and not a word from you. I can't take it, won't take it, don't take it no more. I had about enough of you. Is it Tony?
Good morning, Hollywood. What up, though?
Good morning to you and all the dogs and poodles and the whole Stew Nation. We all gonna be cruising.
Yes.
Did you agree with that lady just now? Did you agree with her just now, Ollie?
I only heard I didn't hear the first part of what she said.
Okay.
She's like best deep voice singers.
Oh, yeah.
And
And she got to throw Anita Baker, absolutely. I'm gonna tell y'all who does a funny impression of all of them. This girl named Jade Nova. She's on that new show, She the People. Y'all, if you're not watching it, check out She the People.
I am. I watched 2
You like
episodes.
it?
I watched 2
good show.
episodes. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good show.
So the young lady that was on the video coming back from the break is a comedian, and I thought we had the name of her. I thought we had her name on that video, but it may have been
Phyllis
cut out.
Hyman.
That's not her name. She's saying that's another good deep singer.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Diamond. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Black Diamond.
Phyllis Hyman is another one.
And but just like I said earlier this year about Godfrey, I think they're about to blow up. That chick is a comedian that did the voices. She is hella funny. All over the line.
You see her stuff where she talking about, my mama got my daughter out here on some hog malls and some so and so. Oh my God, that junk be so funny to me because she's so sick. I can't let my daughter hang with my mama. She's 12 talking about, ooh, my pressure up. Like
Gigi LaFleur.
Gigi
Yep, Gigi LaFleur.
She getting booked all over the country, man. She kind of hit social media with a storm, and she's killing it right now. It's real funny. Real funny.
Thank you, Courtney.
Isn't she from South Carolina?
I think she might be from the crib.
I feel like she's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
I'll claim it. I'll claim anybody that's doing anything good. Yeah.
The bad folks, you're going to leave them to the rest of us.
Got nothing to do with the bad folks.
Hey, Ollie, give us an update on the cruise. Cruise with the Stews.
Listen, lots of you have sent questions about the cruise. So listen, there are people who want single rooms. You can have single rooms, but that's going to cost you. You can have it, but it's going to cost you. That's shout out to Marvin Gaye. That song be jamming. Anyway, so you can do that. There are people who wonder, you have to get your deposit in. And let me just give everybody a reminder. The deposit is just saying, hey, we're going to go. 30 days from that day, you're going to owe $200. So if you want to go ahead and put $250 down, save yourself the headache, do it. But if not, we'll just do another credit card authorization form because legally I cannot process not nary a payment unless you fill out the credit card authorization form. If you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to email me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Sometimes I have to go to Royal Caribbean and check specifically, call them, sit on the phone for a little while to find out your specific question, but I don't mind doing it if you have a question. So for those who have additional questions about If you want a room that's not within that room, they'll see what they do in groups. They only give you a certain amount because they think you playing anyway. You ain't coming on no cruise. So I'm gonna give you a few options. But once you get in, you can have whatever you want. We just have to book yours as an individual and then fold it into our group reservation. But guys, we need you because if we don't have a certain amount of people, it's not a group. And yes, the Super Bowl is going to be played in several places on the ship. So please note, we will all have some things planned for us as a specific group. You'll have some freedom to roam, and we'll have some things. We'll watch the Super Bowl together, together,
Yes, yes.
together.
All right. So what's your email? Your email is
SME. S as in Sam, M and is as in Mary, E as in everybody. Stewart Media Entertainment, SME at Arleywood,
Isn't it
AR.
dot? Isn't it dot?
I
SME
said
dot.
SME dot
Okay.
thank you, Ryan. SME dot Arley, ARLE. It's an L in there, people. There's an L. Wood at gmail.com.
Arley Wood at
Arley
gmail.com.
Wood. You all know when you wake up in the morning, you have a what? It's
Not
Arley
everybody. Not
Wood.
everybody. Not everybody.
That's
Not
how y'all got a
everybody.
nasty group of folks out there. They be listening to the bull and doing all that. So they'll recognize a wood. They'll
Shouts out to the
understand.
bull. I need to call the bull back. That's another story for another day. But the bull has sent me a message that he wants to talk, and I
Does he
think
want to?
I'm going to call him back. I don't need that, Arlie, but I think I'm going to call him back so we can
He
talk.
wants you and them girls. You like them girls ain't got no
I got
tan.
I got nothing for him for
And you
that.
get them and put them in the
Well,
bed.
now that we're over the cruise, Arlie, let's get to that report today. What you got for us, Arlie?
Y'all, it's your girl Arlie Michelle with the Two Live Stews experience and the Arlie Wood report. Now, I'm throwing back today Alcorn Braves because this is how I got here. My parents were doing stuff like the bull, but not like that, just together, the two of them. And they were doing it at Alcorn State University, and that's how I got here. So that's my throwback today. First up, we're gonna always get into our birthdays.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
You know what I want to say before I go on to the birthdays? I love the way the birthday. It feels very 1990s R&B. Can you stand the rain?
You don't know the whole story about me and New Edition, Ollie. I'll talk to you about it at some point.
Offline, not right now. We don't
I
want to
feel
step
like
on her
you should have
report.
been in new. I should feel like you could have been in the group if you got your dance skills. Because I think
Ollie, it's funny you say that.
Well, no, not now.
Weren't
I
you a
was
hot-
the original
were you-
member of New Edition. It's a long story. Yes, I'll tell you later.
all the way from South Carolina and Boston.
It's a
Very
long
interesting.
story. A
And y'all were
long
little kids.
story.
Okay, I can't wait to hear it. I just want to say happy birthday. We want to say from the Two Live Stews experience, happy birthdays to singer Brian McKnight. It's so sad that his birthday is today. He turns 56 and he is in a battle about his son, 32-year-old Nico, who passed away from cancer. And now it's an online battle about him talking about himself, but he's not talking about his kid, but he trying to explain that the wife wouldn't let him see the kid, but they grown. It's such a mess. Oh my God, it's such a mess.
Yeah.
What a horrible way for his son to have to deal with. And everybody trying to get their shine. I don't think Brian is personally, but I think other people connected to it are. And we should be talking about the life that Nico lived. So anyway, Brian McKnight, happy birthday to you, sir. Black Ink Crew and other reality star shows. Caesar Emanuel, 46. It's a lot of 56, 46, 36-year-old Stilo Brim. He was one of the first hosts of Ridiculousness. They used to be on not on HBO, on MTV, that show where they would show the crazy videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then DJ Mustard is 35 today.
Mustard!
Mustard on the beat. Ba-da-da. Okay, tomorrow though, we will
Wait a minute.
celebrate
Who's DJ is DJ Mustard? Or is he kind of like an independent guy?
the mumble rapper you don't like out of Compton.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
That's why. Yeah. I'm fine.
Mustard!
Right, he said it.
Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow it'll be musician, songwriter, and record producer James Harris III. Do y'all know who that is?
James Harris III. Okay, I'm thinking about Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker.
I was about to say Pittsburgh.
No,
Steelers.
who's that, Ollie?
Jimmy Jam.
Oh,
The
Jimmy
soundtrack
Jam and
song.
Terry Lewis.
That's right, and you can't say one without the other. But today you have to because his birthday is tomorrow by himself. They didn't come into the world together. They did do it separate. So he will turn 66. He's like the soundtrack to like our music life in the 90s. Oh my God, with all those hits. R&B singer Damian Hall of Guy I Like.
Oh man, maybe top 3 favorite groups of all time. Guy, just phenomenal.
They just that was the soundtrack of our lives
That was the
for y'all's
soundtrack of
lives.
our lives in the late '80s, early
Really
'90s.
was.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah.
I was but a wee little girl, but I loved music. He'll turn
Guy
57
Guy and
tomorrow.
Jodeci. Am I correct
Oh,
in that? Guy and Jodeci.
Jodeci.
Yes.
Oh my God. You could listen to that song from top to bottom. I used to ride to it all the time. And then Baltimore Ravens wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins will be 33. Have y'all heard his story?
He's from South Carolina. He's from the
I
upstate.
know. He
And
from
yeah. What story are you talking about?
I
I've
mean,
heard.
his mama got some girlfriend threw acid on her and she lost her sight and she had to raise him by herself. The daddy died in a car accident on the way somewhere when he was just 5 months old. And then his uncle committed suicide, who played, all of them played at Clemson. Like the whole family was a Clemson thing.
Right.
It was just every time I was like, good, did anything happen good to the baby? Jesus Christ.
Hard times, like the great Dusty Rhodes used to say.
He's one of the best NFL receivers ever. He's done a really good
Yes.
job.
Yes, but he'll have a birthday tomorrow. 30, he'll have his Jesus year. So happy birthday to him. So first of all, Diddy trial. Let's just talk about first of all, Brianna. So he's had some. They just bring in the people. They bring the people. If you notice on this pictures, dogs and poodles, that young lady back there on the stand has no eyes and nose and mouth. I think we talked about this Monday, but I wasn't sure. But we didn't get into detail. They have 2 witnesses coming forward. Mia was last Thursday, Friday, and Monday of this week. And now we have another, and her that was just her pseudo her fake name. And then we also have Jane, as in Jane Doe, coming today. They have been instructed that they cannot put faces on it. I mean, some of these artists can't make no faces, no way, so it really wouldn't have mattered. But they've been instructed because they are supposed to stay hidden. They are there anonymously. But then it made me realize, I was like, you're always supposed to be able to it's illegal that you can bring a case against somebody and I cannot come against the person bringing the case. Like, I got to be able to see the witness. I remember being a little girl having to go to court for a man who did something on the bus one time. And I was like maybe 6th grade, 7th grade. And I kept thinking, why do I have to face this person? But you're supposed to be able to face your accusers. That is a part of the Constitution. It is unconstitutional for you not to be able to. So I was wondering, like, why are they able to do to he will see the people, but the world can't really know who they are. It's the weirdest thing. And so they have allowed the judge has allowed them to be anonymous. Somehow people have, I think, kind of doxed Mia somehow in a social media post that they showed against her. Somebody's, one of the people allowed in the court zoomed in on it, and then it broadcast everywhere. So I was not able to find Mia's actual identity, but this Jane Doe, they're giving them very strict instructions this morning before they start at 11 a.m. Court starts, and she's being brought in. So they brought in Brianna Bongolan, who was the young lady who was Cassie's friend, who said Diddy dangled her over a balcony for about 15 seconds, threatening her life about giving Cassie drugs and stuff. We heard from a lot of other people who talked about the same thing: violence, sex, money, sex, violence, money, sex, violence. So that has been what they have been hammering in. And we will hear from Jane Doe today. She is going, well, Jane, they didn't say Doe, but Jane is supposed to come with, I guess, more of the same.
Let me ask y'all a question. Go ahead.
Yes.
Question.
Rico basically is organized crime. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yes.
Have y'all heard anything to that notion of organized crime yet?
Not yet.
I've just heard that
I've heard a ton of violence,
Mhm.
but I haven't seen or heard, and these analysts that come on, these court analysts that come on, or law
professionals
that come on the news, they kind of say the same thing. I've heard a lot of violence. He definitely was wilding out, but I haven't heard organized crime yet. And maybe it's still early, but I haven't heard any yet.
Well, this is week 4 of the trial, week 3 of testimonies, day 16, I think it is. There'll be day 17. And so I'm assuming, so they lay out a map of like when who is testifying and how much time you have for this. And they say they're right on time with everything. So I'm assuming that in the next week, they're going to be tying a bow on it, because the defense has to put on their, dog and pony show. Like, they have to bring their witnesses and people that refute everything. it has not been organized, but or organized crime. It's just been Diddy dangled a person and Diddy did it. Organized crime says I told so and so to go do it, and so I think they're trying to tie that together with Kid Cudi's. The Diddy wasn't the one that did the Molotov cocktail, which they don't have a report that Diddy did it at all. They're just tying. They have really good circumstantial evidence. They don't have any actual. They don't have a police report. Nobody called. Nobody said. They just have pictures of it, and they're gonna say, "Well, we believe Diddy did it, or Diddy had someone do it." I don't know. I'm with you though on that one. I still haven't heard anything other than he just mean as hell. He like to, he like to get do freaky stuff.
Yeah. He's a
And I
voyeur.
think, yeah, he like to watch freak. I mean, and the funny part is the juror is probably not made up of people who at the house doing freaky stuff. But if they had polled a wider net, they probably would have got people like, oh, I don't know why they tripping. I mean, I like to watch my girl.
What's the big deal with that?
Like, I don't want nobody. Well, let me see. I don't think I'd be okay if my man watched. Like, I couldn't do the bull stuff. Like, oh, honey, bye. And then the bull, somebody come in and then my husband got to see video of it. Oh my God. And we're going to watch it together. This is too much. I don't even want to watch myself when I'm on TV shows. I can't. My mom always went, we're going to do a view part. I hate it. I'd be like, Mama, please don't make me watch it. Please don't make me watch myself. You think I want to watch myself licking and sticking and rubbing? I just,
So real quick, Doug.
Go ahead.
Microwave has a very good point. Them guns with shaved off serial numbers is definitely going to play a role in the RICO. Thank you very much, Microwave.
yeah. I mean, they said that all of them weren't. That some of the magazines where the guns themselves were legally registered. There were a few magazines that had the serial numbers, but they just need anything. The good thing is that he wasn't already a felon because that would have already gotten him in trouble. But, and then there's so many lawsuits that he's dismissing, here, there, and yon. But I was just very interested in how they were being anonymous, and the confrontation clause of the Constitution provides not that you can confront, but not like physically, but that I need to confront my accuser, and that is legal. And also the Fourth Amendment due process. I get due process under the law, which means that a criminal defendant must receive a trial that is both fair and unbiased, regardless of the nature of his or her alleged crimes. And it doesn't seem fair if I can't, well, Jasani said hiring people and getting them to participate in or hide criminal activity is racketeering.
So what's the guy named the Punisher?
Yeah.
So allegedly he paid the Punisher to come in and punish what's her name?
Cassie.
But he had ED. How you punish me? But the issue with that, how you punish me? Maybe that's the punishment.
How you punishing me with that lip meat? You can't punish me with no lip meat.
Maybe you punish me. That's the punishment. I can't get none. So before I go, y'all, Russell Simmons is in the news. Oh God, we thought he was gonna lay low, but now he is suing $20 million HBO Max because he said that the 2020 documentary On the Record disregarded or suppressed more than 20 witnesses who refuted the allegations that multiple women made against the music mogul. So he is suing them for, they're like, we stand by it, we checked it out, we did it. It's a really good documentary. I hadn't watched the entire thing. I saw parts of it.
Many Black women will allow race loyalty to buy them an early tombstone. Cannot reconcile the idea of engaging an American criminal justice system that has been so brutal to Black men.
Know that you might still be judged as somehow being a traitor.
We're going to pile on. I don't want to do that.
So what is this?
So this is a documentary that came out in 2020. If you notice in the screen, Russell Simmons, an extra. It talks about him being brought in for questioning, and that women had some, several women have made claims against him, sexual allegations, alleging his sexual misconduct. And so in that documentary, they talk about him as if it happened, as opposed to refuting any of the claims that it didn't happen. Like, there are people who say that didn't happen, that wasn't Russell Simmons. We've talked about we would have been like Russ and gone over to Thailand and lived forever, which is why we believe he left, but we don't have any proof of that. He might just like it better over there. But he is now suing HBO Max for $20 million, saying that they allowed this documentary to go forward without giving the other side of the story.
Right.
His side of the story. So we're going to see how that,
how it plays out.
How that plays out.
Before you go, all these shouts out to CeeLo Green, who was gifted a high school diploma this past week.
I saw that to my alma mater, Benjamin Mays.
CeeLo didn't graduate high school? What happened?
I didn't realize that.
He was working? He was touring already?
No, he just was bad as hell.
I was going to ask you about that, but since we didn't have time, I did want to mention it. Shouts out to CeeLo.
Funny, his aunt came out some years before me. We're really good friends. His sister came out behind me. Cool people that runs his foundation. CeeLo was just out there doing what he do, I think. I mean, not in a bad way. I just think, when you turn 16, you be like, I don't have to go to school. My mom ain't going to get in trouble. I ain't going.
He was expected to graduate with the Benjamin E. Mays High School class of 1993. Now in 2025, we honor his journey, accomplishments, and contributions to the arts and our community by officially welcoming him into the class of 2025. Congratulations, CeeLo Green. Who knew that Ninja didn't have a high school diploma? Wow.
Because he represents MHS all the time, baby. We don't say nothing about it. And when my friend, the young lady passed as my good friend, she's in that class. He sent, a message and was, sent flowers and all that stuff because that was his classmate, but he just didn't graduate with them.
The special recognition was made possible through an honorary diploma policy written and developed by board chair Erica Mitchell. Shouts out to you, Erica Mitchell, to celebrate individuals who exemplify resilience, impact, and the spirit of Atlanta Public Schools. Shouts out to you, CeeLo, who is 50 years old now. Congratulations,
just had a 50th birthday. So happy birthday. Get your diploma at 50. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Good job, all. We appreciate you.
All right, I'll see y'all in the chat. Have a great weekend, y'all.
Might want to have you back on, Arlie, here in a second, too, to kind of contribute to the conversation.
She got work to do today, so you got to get it back on early.
Yeah.
She got work to do today.
Hey, if you'd like to donate to the show, help us keep the lights on. Listen, we really appreciate it. Got to say thank you. We'll say thank you a ton more at the end of today's show. Yes. If you'd like to donate $1, $5, $10, $15, $25, $5,000, some of y'all got it. We would appreciate it. Look to the bottom of the chat. To the right, there's a $sign. Click on that and donate. And if you're watching the show, the replay, all right, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right, and there's a heart symbol. Click on that, and you can donate after the fact as well.
Top 5 results up next. Got a surprise for y'all. Top 5 results up next.
You ain't got no surprise, Ninja. You ain't got no surprise.
Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews, and your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Surprise for y'all.
You should have took your own advice and get down before you lay down. What movie was that?
Something you just made up. Nobody's ever heard that before.
Get down to lay down. That's one of them. It's one of them hood movies.
You and Eli can take that someplace else.
I think it was Cameron in one of those Cameron movies.
You're in the dark. Pow! Dogs and poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Let me tell you why it's straight gangster. You watch him get up because he thought somebody kicked him, right?
Yeah.
Got up, went to the free throw line. You watch his face. There's no grimacing, no nothing. And again, one of my favorite players in the NBA, Jason Tatum. Pop. I mean, he's rolling around. You can see the agony. He's on a wheelchair. I was like, first of all, Kobe would never be wheeled out.
Paul Pierce.
And you saying no names, but Kobe would never be wheeled out. Right? You know what I'm saying? This man, and B, you said it, the most gangster shit I've ever seen, walks up, makes the 2 free throws.
Makes them.
Makes the
Key
2
point.
and walked out. Didn't get somebody to help him. You will never see nobody in this league today.
And nobody went towards
that
him.
will walk out like that. You will never see that again. That's the most gangster shit I've seen.
He just had a smooth,
in the NBA.
He had a smooth 1973 limp.
That was just pit walk.
Yeah,
he just pit walked off, and I was like, wow.
The great Byron Scott, former Laker, former coach in the NBA, with his choice words on one Mr. Kobe Bean, the Mamba Bryant.
The Bean was an android. You know what an android is?
Yeah, it's a phone, dummy. Everybody knows what an android is. You're so dumb sometimes, man. You say the craziest stuff. Anyway, shout out to Byron Scott, man.
So an android is a combination human and robot. For my Marvel fans, Vision. You know who Vision is? Vision is green and orange, red color.
Remember, man, I'm not into Marvel like you are, sir.
He's an android. But anyway, Kobe wasn't real. That man tore his Achilles, and Byron Scott is right. His face didn't change in the day as a Throwback Thursday. He did not have the look of anguish or that he's hurt on his face the entire time. He went and shot the free throws and walked out with a torn Achilles.
Everyone has a different threshold for pain.
Right.
I didn't like the way he threw Tatum under the bus. Paul Pierce should have been brought up.
Whoa. He didn't throw Tatum under the bus. He was just making the example. Tatum wilded around on the ground like a dying fish.
Because he tore his freaking Achilles.
Right. Kobe did the same thing and didn't look like that at all.
We don't know how severe the tears were with the individuals and their injury.
The man was a whole year.
All I'm saying, man, is he shouldn't have threw Tatum under the bus. A torn Achilles, the majority of people that tear their Achilles act like Tatum and not Kobe. Maybe Kobe didn't have a full tear. I don't know.
Kobe missed a whole year of basketball.
Hey, man, I'm not judging him. I'm just saying most people that tear their Achilles act like Tatum.
Hey,
I know from experience.
Shots out and rest in peace to the Mamba, man. This is a Throwback Thursday. 2 Live Stews.
I don't have many regrets in life, but my behavior and my thoughts about Mamba prior to him passing really bothers me because he was really that dude. He was really a great that I just found every reason I could to just smash him and trash him because of the Shaq beef. After he's passed, I've come to the error of my ways, and I realized that I should not have done that. Kobe was truly a great.
Yeah, good for you. Rest in peace to the Mamba. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience Throwback Thursday.
You know anybody that do you know anyone that's torn their Achilles and acting like Kobe did?
No. Right.
No.
Yeah.
So why y'all throw Tatum under the bus? It's like he's some kind of hole. He ain't no hole. He tore his Achilles.
How was that throwing him under the bus? He made a statement. He's making a comparison. He didn't throw him under the bus. He didn't say anything negative about his family or his personal life. He didn't. He just made an example. This is how most people act when they tear their Achilles. And Kobe was totally different.
I keep forgetting you're a Kobe apologist. Whatever. Okay, my bad. I apologize. You're right.
So top five. We did the top 5 broadcasters. Could have been sports and beyond. And there goes your list right there.
People in these streets laughed at my list, which I thought they would do. I was trying to be a little funny. I thought a little too deep about it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, your list was horrible. People they didn't buy into it at all.
I love Robin Roberts and Les Nessman. And
here's my list.
And the Anchorman.
Yeah,
I
sure.
love those guys.
And here's my list. Top 5 news anchors, sports and beyond. Brian Gumbel, Robin Roberts, Stuart Scott, our girl Elle Duncan, even though she won't call us back, and Jane Kennedy. I
wasn't going to put Elle on my list when she don't know who we are. I wasn't doing that.
And so here are the poll results. Here are the poll results. Cost you an L, though. Here are the poll results. Top 5 news anchors, sports and beyond. I am
damn.
What I want to say?
81%. You had an opportunity to walk away from this and just concede what you did. Right. But then by the end of the show, you said, no, I want to go through with this drubbing. I want to get stomped on. I want to go through with it.
I did not concede. And to the 19 people that came to the table for me, thank you. It means more than y'all ever know. Thank you.
Look who at the top of your list. Put it back up there one more time, Tree. Look at the top of Jungle Brother. And Ty Bukowski, that's my folk. Dwight Cummins, that's my college football teammate.
Thank you, Dwight.
What?
Thank you, Cummings. I appreciate you,
Chapman,
man.
Greg Nobles, Anthony said that.
The great Greg Nobles. One time to you, Greg. Anthony, I appreciate you, man. Derek, thank you.
So Dwight is my teammate from Newberry College. He played at Goose Creek High.
Says a lot about who you are as a teammate.
Yeah.
Right. I guarantee you there's no Georgia Tech athletes on your roster for voting for you. I guarantee it.
How about these ass cuttings you taking, champ?
It's okay.
Go ahead. Give him back the one shot, Tree. Give him back the one shot, Tree. Go ahead, champ. Talk about these ass cuttings.
Okay, there you go. I appreciate everyone that voted for me. It means the world. Thank you for your support. I will do better. I keep I keep outthinking myself and I keep putting myself in a hole. I'm just going to let what comes to mind flow from now on, and I'm not going
tell
to
it to your preacher.
process.
We don't care. Boo!
Thank y'all.
Boo!
Thank
You
y'all.
suck.
Thank y'all. Ron Burgundy's hilarious. Thank y'all. Guess Ish don't Lester Holt. That's crazy, y'all. Ish don't Lester Holt.
Did you hear the studio audience, man?
It's okay. Hey, man, congratulations on your top 5 win. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. You need to step your game up for real, though. You're watching the Two Live Studios experience. You definitely need to step your game up. Yeah. Trending topics.
I'm doing just fine.
Huh?
I'm doing just fine.
Why you do? Who do you mean? You're
What
not
about
doing
top
just.
five?
You're
I'm
not.
doing just fine.
You're not doing just fine.
You act like you're undefeated. You're not undefeated. You got a few rounds up. It's okay. It's all right.
All right. So listen. Final start tonight. OKC versus Indy. Any early prognostications? Any early thoughts about this series, or is it just
Sir?
the way it looks like it's going to happen?
Sir,
The Thunder going to roll.
I couldn't disagree with everyone more. Everyone is saying how this isn't going to be a competitive series. I disagree wholeheartedly. 2 of the best teams since the All-Star break have been OKC and the Pacers, and now they're playing in the finals. I do not think this will be a landslide.
Sweep.
I do not think this will be over in 4 or 5 games. I do see this going 6 or 7. I do give the edge to OKC, but I will not sleep on the Pacers and what they've done. They've got a very good team that can run, and they've got some length, and they can shoot, and they play defense. I think this series will be a whole lot closer than some are saying.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing sweep, or at least 5-1. Maybe they eke out one game when they go back to Indiana.
What you want to put? You want to put another 100 on it, on that sweep?
What's the 100?
$100 that they get swept.
That OKC sweeps.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna do that.
You said it so cavalier. I mean, I figured you would put the same bet on the table that I put on the table for you.
Well, no, it was different circumstances in the bet that we had when it was OKC versus Memphis.
You know what? I just realized something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you please finish what you were going to say.
If I can get a little bit better odds, let me ponder and think about it for a second, and then
I'll give you. I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
What does that mean?
So it doesn't have to be a sweep. It won't be 4-0. I'm saying that
it could be 4-1. It could be 4-1.
Right. I'll give you one.
How about 4-2?
No, I'm not doing 2.
How about
I'll give you one? I'll give you one. That's it. I can't do 2.
So let's do 4-2, and if I win, I get 100. If you win, you get 125. 4-2.
No, I can't do 2. I can't do 2. I can do 1. I can do 1. Our bet was a sweep. I bet on a sweep and won. Right. I can't give you 2 games. I can't. I'll give you 1.
Just think about it. How about 130? 130 to 100. 130. I give you 130. You give me 100 if they win 2.
Oh, I can't give you 2. You said you wanted to keep Arlie around, and she has to go soon. She has work to do. She's an actress. So before she has to go, if you want to bring her back in, we probably should do that.
I want to bring her back in, but I don't even remember what I wanted to ask at this point.
Doug got menopause. Menopause makes you forget that too.
Arlie, please tell the people what you got going on today so they can put you in their positive prayers.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. I know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
you go, because I'm not gonna forget what I gotta do. You gonna forget.
I wanted to talk about She the People.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's good. I'm on the 3rd episode, and I haven't, felt like I'm gonna stop watching this because it's garbage or whatever. I'm going to continue to watch it. It's good.
Okay, so let me tell you
your boy is in it too. What's his
Karan
name?
Joseph Riley.
Yeah.
And our girl Terry J. Vaughn. For those who don't know, She the People is a story about Terry J. Vaughn playing the lead. She's the lieutenant governor of the great state of Mississippi. Y'all know that's my home state, and it's sorry, y'all know. But anyway, she's the governor of lieutenant governor. Something happens to the governor, and she is just all the antics of her family and who steps in. I'm gonna tell y'all who is on there that I'm just like obsessed with now. Her name is Jade Nova. She does these these skits where she's like Tony Braxton and
Which one is
what's the
her?
girl? She's the one with the locks, and she plays her assistant
okay.
cousin.
Assistant, yes.
She's a comedian, so she reminds me of me. I got to see her live, just meeting her somewhere recently. I actually had a role on She the People. Long story short, this tornado came through Georgia and it switched all of the filming schedules. And because I'm not as big as I'm going to be, they didn't work around my schedule. They moved it to a day where I already had something and I had to give up the role. I was so sad. But I was telling Jade, I was like, yeah, I was supposed to be on there. I'm praying they get a second season because I just know my agent's going to be on there for a second season.
I think they will. I think they will.
Go ahead.
No, so Arlie, I was going to ask you, just like you're talking about this young lady, she plays the assistant to the lieutenant governor at this point. I'm only on episode 3. You ever thought about, shooting your shot at comedy, like getting on stage?
Yes, I was talking to my friend. I don't know, not sure if everybody out there is familiar with Finesse Mitchell. He used to be on Saturday Night Live, and he's a stand-up comic. We go way back. And so one day, he was like, Arlie, if you write your 5 minutes, I'll look over it. I'll give you some, because he does stand-up comedy around the world. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then I just had nothing. Somebody inboxed me to ask me did I have a 5-minute set already? I was like, no, but I'm gonna work on it, and I just haven't.
I had a 5-minute set where I got on stage and I did 45 seconds of it. It's tough.
It's not easy. It is, y'all.
They pelted you with tomatoes?
No, they didn't pelt me. They just didn't laugh at my first 1 or 2 things. And then I started scrambling and I forgot what I was going to say. And I was up there to introduce Henry Welsh. Henry said, hey, man, before you introduce me, give it 5 or 10 minutes and see how it goes. So I had all the intentions on being up there for 10 minutes. And after 30 seconds, I realized, man, these people paid to park. They paid to get in. The lights are on me, and they're not laughing. Let me bring Henry Welsh up here.
Oh man,
bless your heart. It's hard when I sing on a praise team. If people don't give you. Because on the set, you don't need feedback because it's cameras and you're not gonna know what's gonna happen. They're gonna add a laugh track, but on live stage, like dancing, singing, anything, you need the energy from the crowd. If you don't get it, you're just like, I'm bombing. Oh God, they're gonna do it.
So for new people watching the show, Arlie is a real thespian.
Actress.
Is there a female term for thespian, or is it just thespian for men and women?
I think it's just both of us. We're all gonna be thespians.
And so, Arlie, she's been in many movies and commercials. I'm still seeing your commercial about United Healthcare. Is it United Healthcare?
Wellstar. It's okay.
Wellstar.
You're about to see me in a show commercial coming, but you ain't gonna know it's me. But I'm now.
Wait. Why won't we know it's you?
Because I'm in surgery, and so in surgery you covered up.
They wear a mask.
They make you wear a hat because you got to be inside. I got gloves. They made us go in. They wanted it to.
Tell them about the day, Arlie. We're running out of time. Tell them about the day.
I'm headed back to the set of Beyond the Gates. Oh my God, I've been watching y'all. I have not been into soap operas in so many years. So I'm gonna be on episodes 112, 13, 14, 138, 156. I'm jumping around, but let's pray they don't kill me off. Let's just pray. I have a chronic illness, but let's pray that the soap operas, they'll find a way to save you.
You can't go in there and have one bad day because you're already sick. They just gonna kill you if you have a bad day. So we're praying that you go in there and fizzle. Yes.
Bless your heart. Father, please let Arlie stay on this TV
show.
Let
her live, Jesus. Let her live.
Jesus. Let her live.
Amen.
Yes. Julius,
great job.
It has an L in it, Julius. Just so y'all know, there's an L. There's an L for love in my name. L.
Outstanding job, Arlie. We appreciate you.
I'll see y'all later.
Thank you, Arlie.
I'll see y'all in the chat.
Did you watch the Texas Tech Texas game last night in softball?
Who you talking to, me or Arlie?
You're not talking to me. I'm dancing.
No, I didn't see the Texas Tech softball game.
Sir,
in Texas.
The pitcher for Texas Tech is a transfer. And she's making an NIL deal of $1 million this season for softball.
For softball? They don't even get a lot of scholarships for softball.
Okay, so Woogie, they got a new professional softball league now.
Exactly.
And so Woogie got something to shoot for now. My niece Morgan.
Yes.
She's the biggest in that box. In that batter's box, she looked like a player. Your daughter.
It's bigger than just the scholarship now, man. These kids are getting paid.
Oh my God. Let me be her agent.
Wow.
Pass that test and you got it, Arlie.
I'm on it.
Up next in the Doggers with your boys, the Two Line Stews. Have a good day, Arlie. We appreciate you.
She's going to be back. She said she's going to watch some read some of the chat and stick around. Maybe we'll bring her back in.
No, she got to go to work. But if she's back, that'd be great. Last 48 up next, sir. Last 48. Looking forward to that. We got some great ones today. One of my favorite parts of the show is our last 48.
Last
I
48.
enjoy these memes.
Hey,
I enjoy these
listen,
memes.
if you want to find out how to own your own travel agency, all you got to do is email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your name, your phone number, and the word travel. And 45 minutes up to an hour, usually it takes like around 45 minutes, we're going to present to you the IntelliTravel Plan Net opportunity. Big opportunity. All right.
The world, the way the world works, Ollie taped those first episodes of Beyond the Gates over a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't seen those yet. Now she's going back on set to tape more scenes, but we hadn't seen any of them yet. I think the first scene that she taped runs in August, sir. That's in another 2 months.
Yeah.
They've got so much work in the can already.
We've talked about this before, but it was crazy when we filmed Black Men Revealed. It was over a year before it came out. Like, I forgot everything that we did in it and how it looked, and then all of a sudden they started promoting it and they started showing it. Like, damn, that took a long time.
From start to finish, we filmed 4 or 5 days. That's it.
Right.
But it was an entire season, 8
Right.
shows.
Right.
It's pretty amazing how they do it.
TV, the miracle of TV. All right, last
We're gonna
48
read your
coming
super
up.
chat. We're gonna read your super chat. We're gonna read the regular chat. We thank you all so very much for participating. We're gonna do our last 48. Congratulations to Doug for his top 5. But whatever y'all do, man, y'all keep it locked. Last 48 coming up next.
Yeah, that Lester Holt. What made you think that was a good idea, man?
I don't believe y'all disrespect Lester Holt like this, man. Again, Lester came to one of our tailgates, and I've been fond of him for stopping by to spend time with the Stews when we were in the Orange Lot at one of our tailgates. You don't care about stuff like that.
Yeah, you thought about that too much.
I got
way too much about that.
I got big love for Robin Roberts. And I thought I was funny with the other guys, Les Nessman and Ron Burgundy.
Nobody knows who Les Nessman is, man.
Ryan, did you pick Lester because he retired? Because the same day you put this debacle up, I saw his son give him a tribute, and I was like, maybe Ryan knew.
Who? Les Nessman from WKRP?
No, Lester Holt.
Lester.
Holt.
His son gave a tribute. He's also a broadcaster, so I was like, maybe that was what this was about.
God damn.
Beat it, Tree.
OJ and
you beat it too, Doug. Y'all keep it locked, man. We appreciate y'all for being here. Good morning, y'all.
Passports, Passion, and Plot Twists. The Tea with Tree presents Wanderlust, a limited travel series hosted by me, Tree Taylor, with author and luxury travel goddess, Cher Teray. This travel series is dripping with tips and twists, flirts, and fictional love that'll leave you feeling beautifully aroused and ready to take flights. The Tea with Tree and Wanderlust. 6 episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by the Booked Club, where frequent flyers and mile highers come together. On the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
I hadn't decided how I'm going to pull it off tonight because I got that meeting with you guys at 8. The finals start tonight. Pacers versus OKC. Tree show is tonight at 8. There's a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Hey, listen, do you need life insurance? Does your parents need life insurance? I'd love to be your agent. In my regular job, I'm a life insurance agent. All right. Give me a call, 678-770-8073. That's 678-770-8073. I'm actually a broker as well. So if you've tried to get a policy and been turned down because of health issues, I got many more programs that I can probably pair you up, and there's a much greater chance of me getting you qualified and getting a policy. So give me a call. This is my personal phone number, 678-770-8073. You ready for this last 48, sir?
I am ready for the last 48, sir.
Let's go.
Let's
roll them out, Tree.
Very excited about it. I like this part of the show.
The Thunder are back in the finals for the first time since 2012, a new Big Three and a new chance to bring a championship to OKC. Sir, look at the squad that they had on one team. They got 3 first ballot Hall of Famers on that old team.
And they did not win a damn thing.
It's really sad.
They did not win a damn thing.
And I just thought about this. You really can add into that group Serge Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka also.
Ibaka was on that squad as well.
Wow. Good call.
I hate that, man. I hate that them guys, they couldn't figure it out.
Well, listen. Very few big threes have ultimately won it all. Yeah,
the
it
money
doesn't
comes
happen.
into play. They want max contracts, and
Right.
they want to run their own teams or be the the main
wanna be the
guy.
man. Yeah.
They want to be the man on their own team.
It worked in Miami because
Put it back up
LeBron
one
is
more
an
time,
unselfish player. LeBron's unselfish. That's why it worked in Miami. LeBron, even though he was the man, he deferred to Chris Bosh. He deferred to Dwayne Wade often.
Man, so
But
Durant,
if you come in there and you want to be the
Westbrook,
man with the
Harden.
ball, it's not going to work.
There's no way that team shouldn't have stayed together, man. I wish they could have worked it out. You know who else was like that? There was always this in-house fighting, allegedly.
Shaq and Kobe.
Well, that's another one. But in Minnesota with KG and Marbury.
KG and Starberry.
Like, if they could have stayed together and found another piece.
It would have been better. It would have been better served together.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to share, man. You got to be able to share.
And wait a minute. I don't think any of them three guys. So Durant hadn't won a ring yet. Harden definitely hadn't won a ring.
Durant's won a ring.
Was Westbrook on a championship? Yeah, Durant did win with Golden State.
He won two with Golden State. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
But none of the other two have a ring. No. And James Harden may be the reason why his teams hadn't had a chance to get a ring because he don't show up in game sevens. What's next, Tree? That was good. That's a good one right there. Oh, yeah, and OKC is destined to win this thing. Again, I don't think it's going to be as easy as some people are alluding to, but it looks like the stars are aligned for them to get their first title.
Okay, let's do this. 140. 140 to 100.
I can't give you two, man. I just can't. I can't give you two. I'll give you one for
Okay, last offer. If the Pacers win two games, 150.
To
150 to 100.
Let me think about that.
Okay.
Let me think about that.
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. All right, next one, Tree.
Because I can't put my testicles on the line and say it's going to be a challenge, and I got to take that. Just the odds alone makes.
Yeah,
I have to
you
take
said
that.
it's going to be a sweep.
Okay, Tree. Go ahead, Tree. No, I didn't say it's going to be a sweep.
That's right. The opposite. You think that Indiana's going to be competitive. Right.
It's going to be competitive.
Okay.
Damn, MC Light looks good.
Go back. So this is MC Light back in the day, and this is MC Light today.
She don't even look the same. Did she cut up on that nose? She cut up on that nose, didn't she?
Nose definitely looks different. Lips definitely look different.
Well, it could be the lip gloss or the lipstick that makes her lips look different.
Oh, stay tuned for the trespass too. We got a classic banger that you don't want to miss. MC Light was the epitome of a tomboy back in the day, man.
And I thought she was cute back in the day too.
I did too. Like back then, 1987, MC Light was fine as hell to me.
Baggy jeans and Timbs.
Even though she was basically she was TLC before TLC. I mean, is that a good comparison? When TLC was wearing all of the boy stuff, the baggy clothes and all of that, MC Light been doing that. What?
I'm a huge MC Light fan, man.
Right. Light as a rock. But she definitely has had some procedures.
Real quick, when I wager, I have a consult of people that I talk with when I wager.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is the great 3-Pete J.
Uh-huh.
And he just put this in the chat. Ryan, take it. If you don't, I will. I trust 3-Pete's thoughts because he does this. He does this.
So you're going to take it? What's the bet? Let's lay it out again. Let's lay it out again.
Well, I'm still thinking, but if 3-Pete is on my side, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And don't forget that there was a game where OKC in that last series got beat by like 30 points. Siakam is a beast. Halliburton is a beast. Turner can play.
So you're considering taking a wager where you say that the Pacers will win 2 games.
At a minimum, they'll get 2.
At the minimum, they'll win 2 games in series.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm thinking about taking that. I appreciate you, 3-Pete. Shouts out to you, MC Light. Okay, what's the next one, Tree? That was a good one.
And the odds. So this is an even bet, 100 to 100.
No, you said 150 to 100.
But
wait a minute.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep that deal.
Deal is off. Deal is over. Deal is over.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep that deal on the table.
No, deal is over. Deal is over.
We just need to come to an agreement on the record before we say yes. And we
I was interested in the 150.
We shake virtual hands.
I was interested in the 150 to 100 for 2 wins. I don't want to give you 2, but for the 150, I'll take that chance.
Yeah, man. I had to go and flip some burgers, man, when I gave you the $100 for that damn series earlier this year, this playoffs.
Which is why I'm willing to do it, because you just be getting your money back.
All right, next one, Tree. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
We had this.
This may have been outside of the Atari 2600. This may have been the greatest toy ever made for little boys all across America.
It was great, man.
The great Evil Knievel. The great Evil Knievel, shawty. You spin that little thing on the side. It was kind of like a little turn thingy. You spin that little thing on the side. You turn that thing on the side, and it amped him up.
Yep.
And shot him across the floor, and he kept his balance and everything, man. That was a great toy.
I played golf from time to time in Johns Creek with a former teammate of mine. Shouts out to you, Kevin Harrison. And the course where we play at is Kevin's course. I believe it's Riverside. Evil Knievel did one of his notorious jumps out at that particular course, golf course. And every single time we play,
wait a minute, you mean back in the day?
Yes, back in the day.
Huh, yeah. I didn't know that.
He had one of the jumps out there, and every time we play the course, Kevin tells me that story as if I've never heard it, and he tells it every single time we play it.
So
it's very funny.
I feel like we need to do a lot of explaining because there's new people watching all the time.
Okay.
For the greenhorns watching this show right now, Evil Knievel is definitely in the top 5 greatest white men in this country's history.
No question.
He used to jump his motorcycle over things.
Yes.
What was his occupation? Jumping my motorcycle over things.
Right.
Not just things, but big-ass things.
Big things. Canyons and buses and buildings. Yes. Yes. And golf courses.
And golf courses.
Yeah.
Right. So go on YouTube if you're a greenhorn watching this and you never heard the name Evil Knievel. Go to YouTube and put in Evil Knievel and get educated on who that great American was, that great white man was.
I still have my Evil Knievel, but the handlebars on the bike are broken, and I can't find the crank thing.
And I'm right, and that was the other part of it. There were 2 different things. There was the crank thing, but there was also am I confusing my toys? There was like a rip cord.
Yes, to pull them and shoot them off. Yes,
pull the rip cord and it sped up the back tire.
Yes,
was that Evil Knievel too, or was that another toy that I can't remember?
The rip cord was on several toys, but it was on the Evil Knievel toy as well.
Great rip cord.
Yes.
Great rip cord. Somebody will remind me exactly what I'm thinking of in the chat. Yeah. Had a rip cord. They don't,
Let's look at this one. Jungle Brother said, Evil Knievel and Ric Flair was my heroes until I woke.
Oh, we've done that before. Greatest white men in the history of this country.
Yeah. Evil Luke Knievel. And Bo Duke. Luke and Bo Duke.
Evil Knievel, not Ronald Reagan, Evil Knievel, Fonzie, Arthur Fonzarelli,
Bo and Luke Duke,
Ric Flair, Bo and Luke Duke, if you're talking about as a combination.
The great Dusty Rhodes, Kip Gordon, appreciate you, Kip. The great Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Be careful. Gotta be careful though.
Bill Clinton. And watching the Two Live Stews experience. All right, next one. Bill Clinton. Did you see how they filmed this?
I did.
Saquon Barkley and his hurdle graced the cover of Madden 26. I've been watching football a long time, man. There may not have been a greater in-play move than this. Barry's got a lot where he fake people out and he make people run into each other.
Sir, it's amazing how you just stole my thunder, and we're on the same page with these things sometimes. Barry did these things, but ran 10, 15 more yards. If Saquon would have landed that, turned around, and ran another 10 yards, it'd be the greatest play in the history of the game. But he got devoured immediately when he hit the ground.
But still,
he pulls it off.
Still, can you think of another play, single, dynamic, exciting play than that? And the dude didn't touch him. Now, somebody was there to make the tackle, like you just said, but he landed on his feet.
It was a great play. It was an amazing play.
So he gets the cover of Madden. Wow.
I heard last night that he talked about probably being one of the guys that ultimately up and retire out of the blue, out of nowhere. He's already made his money. They just broke him off again, gave him like another $20 million for doing what he did and giving up that record. And he's alluding to the fact that he'll be one of the guys that wakes up one day and says, okay, I think I'm done. Like Barry did, like Calvin Johnson did, like Darnold did from the Rams. So he's an amazing player, man, and I'm happy for him.
You're watching Two Live Stews Experience, brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. Just a phenomenal play. I mean, I've been watching football once again a long, long time, man. I can't think of a single play or move. Maybe that's the better way to say it.
A move.
Right.
It was dope. It was really dope. He's on the
really,
cover.
Really dope. Really
Hopefully
dope.
he does not get the Madden curse because people that end up on that cover tend to end up hurt. Oh, this hurts my heart. This hurts my heart.
From KMS Black Film History, I haven't watched FX since this happened.
This hurt my heart.
But, I thought about this, man. I thought about not putting this up here because a lot of people haven't seen the series yet. And we're kind of spoiling it for a lot of people right now.
We're not spoiling it, man. It's a great series.
It's
an amazing series.
Yeah. So for people that watch the Snowfall series, man, this is the great Franklin Saint. And if you know the story and you watched it from beginning to end, you're shaking your head from side to side too.
Just like I am. Just like I am, man.
Oh man! And guess what? Oh, he had it. He almost got his money back until his goddamn mama sissy. I'm not gonna spoil it for nobody else.
Sissy. Oh God!
Tree,
don't give it up.
Tree, pop on for a second.
Good morning. Wait, what?
Did you watch Snowfall? I'm sorry.
No, I have not.
Okay.
I started it and I couldn't finish it after the essay scene. I just stopped with the uncle. I think that was his uncle or something.
Oh, they called him Uncle.
I never finished that or Breaking Bad. I didn't finish Breaking Bad.
Another good one. Breaking Bad's another good one.
That little boy on that bike, and I just
Breaking Bad's another good one.
I stopped.
Doug begged me to watch Breaking Bad 3 times. The first time I watched 1 or 2 shows, I stopped. Second time I watched the 3rd show, and I'm like, man, I'm just not doing it. He said, man, please give it another hour to an hour and a half, and you'll be hooked. And I finished the series in like 4 days.
Breaking Bad.
It's amazing.
Breaking Bad is a theatrical triumph.
It is good.
It's amazing.
You watch the whole thing.
I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Yeah, man, they did Franklin Saint wrong, man. You can't.
But he was a dope dealer.
Oh gosh.
Somebody posted in the I think it was starred, but I don't see it now. Somebody posted we always rooting for drug dealers. Why is that? Scarface. I mean, think about it.
Well, I don't always root for drug dealers. I mean, I've been rooting for the bulk of black drug dealers, but yeah, I don't always root for the drug dealer.
I think we got one more. Yes, we do. One more. Rest in peace, John Brinkus, man. If you love sports, you love ESPN Sports Science. If you love ESPN Sports Science, you love John Brinkus. Rest in peace to an absolute legend.
What?
Thank you for making science cool. Yeah, evidently he's kicked the bucket, man. The guy that put on the sports science stuff, which was great, which was phenomenal. I always paid attention when these came on SportsCenter.
When did he die? How old is this?
I don't know. It must be recent because I've just heard this.
Who got the body?
Who got the body? Bless his heart. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace, John.
I tell you,
damn.
Let's see. He died.
He's younger than us, man.
He died. He's younger than me. He died May 31st, which was a couple days ago, man. Born July 2nd, 1971.
Okay, so he's 53.
Binkus died on May 31st. His death was announced on June 1st, 2025. The statement he had been. Oh, he took himself out, I think, man.
Oh my God.
In the statement, it said he had been battling depression and that he lost his fight with this terrible illness. Lord have mercy.
Oh gosh. Listen, y'all. Live and love every minute. Gracious peace. Rest in peace, man.
John Brinkus. Wow.
I hate to hear when they take themselves out, man. That's not good for your ultimate resting spot, in my opinion. Oh gosh, that sucks. Y'all live and love life, man. Don't take it for granted. We're getting phone calls and seeing Facebook posts every day about somebody that's transitioned. Love and live life. Have a drink, smoke a joint, have sex, enjoy yourself. Golly. He's not even 55 years old. Well, he was right at 54.
Yeah. Terrible.
All right, man, we got a 2-minute trespass coming up in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Lot Stews. After the 2-minute trespass, it's about y'all. We're going to read your chat. We'll start with the super chatters. And thank you all. You've been so gracious and so kind. We appreciate you.
The Stews brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. Join us tonight on the PlanNet IntelliTravel presentation. Director Sandy Brown will be giving it 45 minutes max. Find out how you can own your own travel.
I thought Petra was going to be there again.
She can't make it tonight.
Okay, no problem. So, and a reminder to y'all, man, the Stews Cruiser is going to be a real thing. Y'all send in your deposits. Email Arlie at sme.arleywood, ARLEWOOD, at gmail.com.
Yes.
And let her know what you need. Check and see what you need. Send her that bread. She'll send you what you need. But get those deposits in so we can get these rooms booked before they're gone.
Absolutely.
Shouts out to the great Sweet Tea in the building. Sampled by James Brown. You got a beat like that, you can't help but bop.
She sampled James Brown.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She certainly did.
Pretty much.
I don't know who she is. They didn't play that in Detroit.
I would say probably 50% of the music from 1985 to 1990 sample James Brown in some type of way.
And then the New Jack Swing came after that.
Mm-hmm. That song right there. If you wanted to say 1987 without saying 1987, play that track right there. Classic.
That's
a great Sweet Tea.
Speaking of music, Douglas.
Yes, ma'am.
Ryan, I don't know if y'all knew this was going on. Nobody talked about it. Did you know this was happening down the street?
Just a random day in Atlanta, a random Tuesday, happened upon Andre performing.
All right, Dre, you're doing a great thing for the city today. So you want to explain kind of what's going on?
Yeah, so what's going on is just kind of bringing music that we've been doing, this type of freeform music to places that don't normally get it. Like a lot of people didn't get a chance to come see concerts. They didn't get a chance to come see us at Fox or any other clubs. So we were like, let's just bring it. Like, just bring it right on the street. So we setting up. What's up, boss? Yeah, we setting up and we're gonna fly free.
He was down on Metropolitan yesterday.
We're gonna fly free.
And he was at the grocery store the day before.
We're gonna fly free. Yeah, there's some people that
don't
have the ends to come and pay to see me do this. So I'm bringing it to the streets. We're gonna fly free. Shouts out to you, Dre.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you, Dre. I'm down with that dude, man. I know you about to say something negative
Call
or
the
something
police.
sad,
Do they have a
but it's okay.
permit or something?
Listen. Let me
The
preface
Pied
this.
Piper.
Let me preface this by saying I love Three Stacks.
Wait a minute. Let me go here.
Okay. I love Three Stacks, but I'm starting to think. Did he just have a medical episode just now?
What kind of medical episode, man?
I don't know. He's freaking out. He's losing it.
Because he's giving a free concert?
What was lost in a free performance for the streets? What
Is it
was
the
lost?
outfit?
Right.
Is that
Maybe
upsetting
okay.
you?
And you know
And
what? You're right.
I like the outfit
I knew you
too.
would. That hat, baby.
I like the outfit
Let
too.
me bring that over here. That
Okay,
hat.
so maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
He out there with
You
you know
are.
it's hot downtown right now. He out there with a blazer on and a button down and some slacks.
Let me
Just a
move
ran-
this. We're going to go up here. Right here.
Yeah.
Look at
Tail
that hat.
shirt.
That shit.
Yeah.
Look at the hat,
Man,
though.
shouts out to Three Stacks, man.
Offended me.
Shouts out to Three Stacks.
I think this is if he was younger, they'd say, "Is everything okay at home?"
Oh, hell.
If he was a kid, they'd ask him, "Is everything okay at home?"
Hey man, he's blessed
Sorry,
to be
Ryan.
he's blessed to be flying free. Yeah,
It's something beautiful
he done
about
made his
that.
paper. He done made his paper, man. He's giving free concerts to these streets in the ATL. There's no place like Atlanta where you can be on
Exactly.
Memorial Drive and Andre 3000 is on the corner blowing on his flute.
Wait.
That's great. That's
Wait.
great.
So I mean, I kind of
Blowing on his
I want
flute.
people to understand. I'm not taking a shot at him. I'm serious when I say this. Kind of like the way we were talking about what's the kid, Travis Hunter, and people were getting it mixed up for people talking trash about him to people really just worrying about him and caring about him.
What you worried about?
This what it is right here.
Nobody in the same after they've been. Oh, nobody been the same. That's that.
That,
Well,
all of them.
I'm
got
fine.
that.
I'm,
She got
That's
that
that fire.
yow. I'm just saying, man, it's not that I'm trying to diss him or I'm just saying, should we be concerned?
that
Oh,
the Duke
Douglas,
box took
you-
Dre to another level.
No, we should not be concerned. You are so
No.
dated.
Yep. Nope. I love it.
Stop
I love him. His term flying free. Lord Jesus, that is me. I mean, I can't fly free because I got these kids at this house. I can't fly free. But man, I want freedom so bad.
That's what it is. Literally.
If aliens drop down right now, if aliens came down from another universe and they saw Three Stacks, they would never know in a gazillion years that this man is one of the top 10 greatest lyricists, rappers of all time.
And at these pop-ups that he's been doing, everyone is requesting him to rap. And he's like, nah, I'm here to play this flute, shorty.
And he's being nice about it too, because
Oh,
you know
yeah.
deep down he's probably sick of that.
No,
like
yeah, he
people
ain't cursing nobody out.
evolve.
He's not like, I'm not here for that. No, he's like, nah. that's
He's
not what
always
we're here for.
been a different cat. You remember when Hey Ya came out?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And they were playing that every 5 minutes on the radio. And he was on some award show. He was like, all right, y'all want to hear Hey Ya again? Go ahead, let's do it. Like he was sick of Hey Ya.
Isn't that the album where they actually did different things? Like one person, Big
Love
Boy, had
Below,
his-
the Love Below, and I can't remember the other one now. One was the Love Below, and one was something else.
they had different. They were individuals within the album. So, I just have a few things before we read 1,000. We had a lot of donations today.
Ooh, thank you,
I
Lord.
learned
Thank
how
you,
to
Jesus.
swim at the YMCA when I was 5
Oh, you?
in Detroit. Yes.
My kids learned at the YMCA as well.
And then
We
I went to,
we learned at the beach, in a lake,
Lions Beach.
Lions Beach. Yeah.
I went to camp when I was 6, but I had to lie and say I was 8. I remember that.
Wait a minute. Who told you to at 6 years old? Who told you to lie about your age?
Well, the people who were taking care of me at that time, I guess they needed a break. So I was told all the way there, all the way driving to the camp. Remember, you're 8. You're 8. And I was a I had a lot of druthers about myself, so I did it. I understand as an adult why. And then Ryan, who got the body, is straight up the way people talked in Detroit
No question.
on the phone. Who got
Yep.
the body?
Who got the body?
Yeah.
Where's the body?
You old.
I remember when we were kids. You know how they used to have the little kids eat for free thing?
Yeah.
At Duff's.
And it was either at Duff's or something like that. And
You mean in the summer, right? The lunch program.
no,
not that.
Duff's is a restaurant. Duff's was an all-you-can-eat restaurant back in the day.
And also, Ryan Steakhouse had an all-you-can-eat buffet as well.
But I'll never forget, man. We went in there and our old man told you, listen, man, don't forget you under this age or whatever.
You were tall.
We get to the client. We already eat. This is after the fact. We get to the checkout, and the young lady, I guess she has to ask the question, how old is this one right here? And my old man's like, he's 10. Ryan said, no, I'm 12.
You got your
And it wasn't 10 or 12. It was like 8.
It was like 8.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it was like
and
8.
you was like, no, I'm not. I'm 10.
Yeah.
And my old man looked at you like, mother. Like, goddamn.
He was so upset.
You cost
He
me
was
$3,
crushed.
Ninja.
He was crushed. He was so crushed.
It cost me $3.
I forgot, man.
Yeah,
I wasn't
Y'all,
intentional.
I did a test show with a new show that's coming to the SME network last night, and they were talking about buffets and how they don't eat at. Do you still eat at buffets?
There's not a
don't do
lot
that
out there.
anymore.
But I'll go to, there's a Piccadilly in Marietta. And I think it's still open because I haven't been to it in a couple of years. But I used to hit a Piccadilly when I first moved to Georgia, maybe once every month or two. For
We would
lunch.
go to Duff's. We would go to Duff's after church and get there about 2:00, and we would stay till like 5, man.
Well, so on the cruise, it's gonna be buffet style, right?
Yeah,
like-
but I'm finding out y'all making me remember that you have to pay for it. But still, yeah, buffets on cruises.
Wait, you pay on the? Okay, I don't want to. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I don't think I eat at buffets. I'll eat at like a buffet at the Four Seasons or something because they're all serving us. But
Right.
So
it was Piccadilly, and what was the other buffet?
Morrison's.
Morrison's. That's right.
Because when I would visit in Miami in the summer, we would go to Morrison. They had some good shrimp. It was probably from the box, but I wasn't allowed to eat shrimp. Did y'all's parents do that too? Like cook y'all some bullshit and then they eating shrimp and salmon and
I don't remember that. I think all our people ate. Our parents ate what
you ate what they ate. Okay.
Everybody was eating pork and beans and Franks.
Absolutely. One of my favorite meals still to this day.
Thank you. Why not?
Thank you. Why not?
2403 5:20 a.m. He's always here paying my weekly dues to the beat pod.
He might be in Japan or something once again.
Thank you. Why not?
Or he might be up like Ryan, myself, and you.
Be up.
Thank you. Why not? Thank you for that, brother.
Till Dog 12. Thank you for your donation. Good morning, Stews, Arlie Tree, and my chat peeps. Let's fill the collection plate.
Thank you,
Please and
Till
thank
Dog.
Thanks, Till Dog. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Till Dog. That $5 go far, player.
Hey, share the show too. Share the show. Just hit share on your social media timeline. Hit the share button. Thank you.
Andre Stevens, thank you so much. $1 per meal almost.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say this? I always think I can't say stuff.
Oh yeah, you can say rude to the. Yeah, you can say that. No problem.
And shout out to the Qs. Y'all better make it stop raining, goddammit.
Sundresses and seersuckers this weekend. Andre,
Watch what
appreciate it,
happens.
Q.
Watch what
Appreciate it,
happens.
Q.
Watch how the
Rude.
sun just comes out of the sky.
It does
In the
well,
clouds.
I've only
Watch.
been 4 years,
Right.
and
Watch.
every
Yep.
time
I was
it
just
looks-
telling somebody yesterday.
Yep.
I think
Watch.
in the 13 years we've been having sundresses and seersuckers, it's rained twice. And both times it's rained, it was only for like 20 minutes. Like
very
we've been
briefly.
so lucky for the weather for this event.
Yep, it'll be
But
fine.
it always, this is weird. Well, the 4 times I went, every time they play Purple Rain at the end, it starts raining.
That's one of the times. That's one of the times.
And
I'm
I
talking
feel
about.
afraid about that because that says something about the spirit of the situation. Good morning, Doug, Ryan, Tree, and Arlie. Rondo's aunt is my barber. Let me see if I can get some intel on the possible coaching position.
Okay.
Thank
and
you,
also
Griff.
see if we can get him on the show, Griff. Try to get him on the show.
Yeah, go deeper.
Yeah, go deeper. That's what she said. Go deeper.
Tea with Tree tonight. We'll go deeper. Sean Mims, thank you so much. Stews, y'all wrong. He gave money on the first term to HBCU.
Well, but he gave money as a ruse. He don't like them ninjas.
Come on, man.
And we know he don't like them ninjas. He is rolling back everything black, taking books away, getting rid of DEI. He is not down with the cause or the culture.
Sean, you're
stop
brave
acting like that.
And we thank you for your donation, but you're brave for putting that in here.
Sean Mims is I believe he's a plant.
Okay, but he's giving more money. Look at here. Stews.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man, but you dead ass wrong, man. Stop trying to infiltrate our system here.
Stews, we should not lose relationships over politics. Both sides play us against each other.
I agree.
That guy's the devil, Sean, period. We're not against each other. He's against us.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Sean.
Sean.
Thank you for that contribution. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you so much. Loose Neck, what up? JJ Evans is the Diddy trial sketch artist. So, okay, I put this in the chat. Does this little girl right here next to Diddy not look like Malia Obama?
It does.
She does.
And he's right. These do look like JJ's paintings. These look like JJ's works.
But they always, the court paintings always look like this because they're doing it right there on the spot.
But these are giving, I don't know, it's something else going on. Like maybe they're doing it on purpose. They do look, and they're inaccurate. Like the one the other day was horrible. She looked like a monster. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the one the other day was kind of needy.
Mr. Blackshear, thank you so much. Don't know who you are. If you have anything you want to say,
thank you, Mr. Blackshear.
Run it.
People
and don't forget, this is a quick opportunity to promote your business as well. If you donate $5 or $10, put like your company's website or whatever the case may be.
So, Mr. Blackshear, we will allow you to double down and put something else without sending some money so we can say it. But thank you very much.
Yeah, website, your restaurant location, whatever the case may be.
Thank you, Griff. He came in again. He said he's at 70% for going on the cruise. He'll know by tonight. His kids are finally adults, so he's finally putting myself on more of a priority. Baby.
Congratulations, Griff.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Have some fun with the stews, man.
Y'all got it.
Come have some stews. Come have some fun with the stews, Griff.
Phone gonna ring and as soon as we're done. From Black Diamond, paying my tithes and speaking on the Guy conversation. If you didn't have the first albums of Guy, Al B. Sure, and Keith Sweat, you need your black ass beat. I mean, you need your black card taken. Their first albums were fire. That's all you heard. Yes.
Thank you, Black Diamond.
Those 3 albums, you could play all 3 of their first albums all the way through.
All the way through. Start to finish.
Start to finish. Greenhorns, to do yourself a favor, go get all 3 of those albums downloaded or whatever they're doing these days. Trust me.
I'll take the bet. 2 wins, $150 to $100. I'll take it.
2 bets. Pacers got to win 2 games.
Wait.
What's the bet?
One bet.
What's the
I
bet?
think the Pacers will win 2 or more for $150 to $100. That was the bet that you offered and put on the table.
Let me think about it.
You're the one that made the bet. What you got to think about?
Let me think about
it.
it.
You got to go get a condo. He's ready.
Let me think about it.
That's how people end up pregnant right there.
Let me think about it.
That's how people end up pregnant right there.
Well, let me think about it.
Well, that's how people end up with the crab.
You said you had to think about it. Let me think about it.
That's true. Let's be fair. From Rel Scott, Arlie's going to be on the road and in them streets. Just a little something for her gas tank. Hashtag good fortune. You all might be the elixir to the females in this space for finally getting their come up. There's a pattern here.
Come up.
Thank you, Rel
Well,
Scott.
L.
We want them to get their come up.
And now Arlie, y'all got that juice.
Tell Teresa the first drink I see her on that ship is on me. Tell Teresa it's on me.
Eli, Teresa.
Prime Ties to go. At Prime Ties 2, the number 2, go.
Thank you, Rel.
Thank you, Rel.
Thank you so much. Why not 2403 wants us to go to jail, start a betting ring. No, he said, can he get in on this bet? Pacers will win at least 2 games.
People keep thinking it's going to be a blowout. They're going to get swept. I mean, OKC's the best team in the league, hands down, no question. But I'm not sleeping on them Pacers. I'm just not.
Earl
Let me think
McDowell.
about it. Shouts out to the
Hashtag let her
historian for the
live.
stews, Earl McDowell.
Shouts out to you, Earl.
He said, give Arlie some more episodes. Hashtag beyond the gates.
Yeah.
It's up to her.
Is
It's
it?
up to her because she was supposed to die after that first series. But I think
Yeah.
she did so well, they invited her back.
What do you
So
mean it's up to her?
Say it, see it, be it, Arlie.
Right. If she
Oh,
continues
okay.
to nail those lines and show up in those scenes and look like a difference maker, they'll keep writing her in.
I've told her a long time ago she should do a stand-up. And so maybe we can do that on the boat.
Me
If
and you
she's
both.
not in
I've had-
Hollywood or
I've had
shooting.
several comedians contact me and say
She's
they want to be
good.
on the boat. I've had several comedians contact me and say they want to be on the boat. Now, this first one, we're not going to pay for y'all to be on the boat, but if you come on the boat, we'll find a mic and a stage for you. I guarantee it.
And I'll program a night of comedy.
Yes, we'll have a comedy night for sure.
We're gonna
One night
have
will be Super Bowl.
programming. We ain't
Right,
gonna
we're
just let
gonna
y'all
do
run
things.
around the boat.
Right, we're gonna do things.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, definite path to Hollywood is being a comedian first.
Oh,
Think about
man.
all the comedians that went to, in movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
Cedric
think
the
y'all
Entertainer
are
got a
path-
series going on right now.
From Dr. Chandra Nicole Hosley, thank you for
Shout
being
out, Doc.
here.
Hey,
Thank
Doc,
you,
thank
guys.
you. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you. We
Thinking of
appreciate you.
guys.
And here's
Thank you, Doc.
why not again. Thank
Mm.
you so much. From 5:20 to 8:46 a.m. This upcoming Stu Super Bowl party will become a must go to once the show goes 5 days a week
No question.
worldwide.
No question.
Absolutely.
We
Claim
are
it.
already we're already speaking it into existence.
Yes.
And soon in the years to come, we'll have our own boat with nothing but Stu's listeners. The entire boat.
You know that the first Sundresses and Seersuckers in Sandy Springs had like under 100 people?
Yes, I
That
know.
is hard to believe.
Yes,
And
I know.
now, what's the number they throw out last year? How many people? 15,000?
12 and a half
crazy.
last year. 12 and a
Okay,
half.
12,000 people last year.
And this year it sold out in 3 days.
Yeah.
Baby, don't
So,
call
yeah.
me. I don't got nothing for
Yeah.
you.
It sold out in 3 days.
Mm.
Yep. Yeah. It's what's going to happen with the Stu's Cruise, no question. And
It's done.
we're building more events for you as well. So
Mhm.
there's more to come. We're
You
not
gotta-
just doing the cruise for Super Bowl. We're going to do multiple things yearly with this platform.
Speaking of which, we got a golf trip coming up. We're about to announce here pretty soon too.
I can't wait.
From Loose
Yeah.
Neck Side, 3 Stacks is proof Erica Badu's Nutsie is undefeated.
It is.
The
Evidently.
undefeated Nutsie.
It is.
Evidently.
Doug, what if we end up being book bays? Are you ready to narrate with me?
Absolutely. Yeah, I got to get that going today too. Don't worry.
Don't call me. I'm busy.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted. Eli Musk is no hero. He's mad because Trump bill didn't cut enough. He also called Social Security a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's also going to get a tax break for electric cars taken away. There was a tax incentive in the new bill that is going to be negative towards sales of Teslas, because if you bought a Tesla, you get this particular tax break. They're getting rid of that, and so it's going to hurt Eli's. Oh, I keep saying Eli. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt his business in the long run in general.
Tina O, thank you so much for the collection
Tina.
plate. Good morning, fam.
Thank you, Tina. Oh,
good
thank
morning,
you.
Tina. Good morning, Tina. Miss you, girl. Good to see from you.
Yes. From Rel
good-
Scott.
good
He
to
caught
hear
a
from you.
backhand. I thought so too. Like, I need to know what happened to you after you ran your mouth. Caught a backhand at Duff's, got in line, and I told the cashier today is my birthday. I'm 12. Oh, Rel said it happened to him too.
Yeah.
I'm not the only kid. I don't think I was physically harmed because of it, but my dad didn't speak to me for like a couple hours.
No, they definitely gave you the mean eye.
Right.
You know, like, Ninja, did we talk about this?
We talked about this the whole
that's
way
the
up here.
Yeah. The whole way up there, we talked about this.
Yep.
The whole way
That's
up.
how it was for me on the way to camp. All the way there. How old are you? How old
Right.
are you?
Right.
Julian James, everyone says how unfair it was to fire our coach after we went so far, but I didn't like the way it was going all season. No defense and isolation.
I'm glad you brought that up.
And thank you for your donation, Julian.
I did a deep dive, and there's like 6 things that Tibbs did good. I'll give you the bad real quick first.
Mr. Tibbs.
Rigid rotations and minutes overload, stubbornness and lack of offensive creativity, mixed playoff results, which he got better each playoff, so I don't really agree with that one. He didn't develop younger players, and he had an inflexibility in adjustments. Okay, that's the bad. The good, stability and continuity, playoff success, maximize role players, elite defense, strong regular season performances, restore competitiveness and a culture to the Knicks that we did not have prior to him coming. All the things that I said were bad. He should have been given an opportunity to improve upon them this upcoming season. If you've shown growth from year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the odds are you will show growth in year 6 if given the opportunity, which he is not afforded. All right. Thank you for allowing me to do that, guys.
A lot of super chat this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all so much.
It's a Giving Thursday, and we're giving thanks.
It's offering time. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Jungle Brother, who still voted for his boy. Hire Mark Jackson for my Knicks. Oh,
it doesn't even seem like,
yeah,
we talked about this earlier. It doesn't even seem like he's in conversations anymore. He's been blackballed so bad.
Well, I do think there's something deeper to him being fired in Golden State that we don't know about, and him not being hired someplace else.
Oh, it's a lot of little stuff out there.
Job.
There's a lot of little stuff out there that he was a God squatter, which basically he'd bring the players in outside of their practice time and, read Bible passages to them. And I think the owner is like gay or,
Dolan is, I believe.
I think he spoke out of, he did something to piss somebody off about, sexuality and religion. It's something out there.
He's an ordained minister, correct?
I think so. Yeah, something to do with that.
We had him in studio a long time ago.
Yeah. Before he even started coaching.
Right.
Before he started coaching,
it was a good interview, but he, it was back in my wild days, and I was being wild, and you reminded me, this man's a pastor, right? I'm like, yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. We had a good time. But yeah, he's a big time God squatter. Maybe that's it. I don't think having a little God involved with your team is
yeah, me neither. Me neither.
A couple of people in the chat were concerned that Jeff was trying to set you up, Brian, but he has given a donation this morning. Can you talk about that for a minute, please?
I don't think Jeff was trying to set me up.
Well, I thought
Three
you were
Pete is the
gonna do
gambler.
voice.
3 Pete. Well, okay.
When I
Yeah.
producer.
Shouts out to you, 3 Pete. Yeah. We had a very long conversation that should have been 2 minutes long. It ended up being about 25. But shouts out to 3 Pete to help Doug.
This is not funny, man.
To help Douglas pay for the L.
I disassociate myself with this whole thing. I rebuke this whole skit.
About to take. Nothing
Thank
but love,
you.
3 Pete.
I rebuke this whole skit.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
You're gonna take that bet or what?
Let me think about it some more.
Oh, yeah. I want to see this.
So, Tree, how does this happen on the side of the screen right now? Besides
I'm just testing something out
Okay.
to see how you like it or don't. It's a new feature, so
that says Miguel Dingle. Mike
think-
Dingle listening to the Stews. Shouts out to you, Mike.
Homeboy.
We appreciate you, Mike.
Listen, man. Do you think 3 Pete?
Hey, real quick. Was Mike the best back to come out of Berkeley High School?
A lot
or would you say David?
A lot of people would say that.
27 Pete.
I would also mix my name in there too, but I mean, who's bragging?
Well, it's just you didn't have a long sample size because you were behind Mike,
right?
Who was 8 inches taller than you, 115 pounds heavier than you,
not that much,
about 0.2 of a second faster than you.
So
yeah, you were behind Mike, but you did not get a chance to show performances.
Shouts out, homeboy. He's in the chat listening to the show today. We've talked about him many years. So for people, once again, for people that don't know this guy we're talking about, you can probably look him up still.
And one of my best stories is when that cat came home and was like, hey, man, if you start doing this, this, and this, you'll be able to make it to the NFL. I get a shot to do it. I'm behind Mike, so I don't get to play. And when he said that, I wanted to say, do you think you should be in front of him? He's a monster.
That never happened.
He's a freaking monster.
So basically, this guy we're talking about was Herschel Walker / Marcus Dupree in high school. That's the best way. That's the best way to describe him.
That's perfect.
Shouts out, homeboy.
Shouts out to you, Mike.
From Loose Neck, another donation, another call to action. Let Arlie live. # Beyond the Gates. I think
we're gonna tell y'all when her episode's coming on, so we can flood
we
it.
We should watch it. If we could do it live. I'll see. I'll try to figure it out.
I was gonna say, can we do some type of hashtag campaign to get Arlie on this show more episodes?
Yeah, we just tag them. Like we can cut up stuff from here, like her talking about. I don't know. Is she allowed? Yeah, we can. We can. The answer is yes. From Derek Rivers. Thank you so much, Derek.
Cuzzo.
Chime in.
Thank you, Cuzzo.
Thank you, Cuz. Shouts out to Melvin Echoes back in the building. Bay 11 towing. We'll get to you in a second, Melvin.
Calvin, aka Big Jeff. Tree, you need to come to South Carolina Trail Ride. Get your boots and fan ready. Yeah, there was a big old situation.
Tree.
Yes.
I need you to pat me on my back. Months before this thing hit and they started playing Boots on the Ground on the radio here in Atlanta, I told you this trail ride phenomenon was coming. Yes. You were like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I remember.
This man, 803 Fresh, is performing at the BET Awards.
I remember.
Beyonce's had him at her concerts and using his, and she got to pay for that. So
yeah, she got to pay.
It's more publicity.
Shout out to South Cackalack.
Yep.
Calvin, I need dates because my calendar is full, but my husband might be in South Carolina. So I'm open. I'm open to that. From Jashani, y'all know why I'm here.
Oh shit.
Jashani, thank you for the reminder.
So the 3-peat wasn't enough. Okay. We got some bits going here though now after a year. Even
what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo?
Hippo.
One's very heavy and the other's a little lighter.
Okay, great. We got that out of the way. Yeah, that was great, Ryan. That was great.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Real quick. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer?
Shoe. She lost her shoe.
She kept running away from the ball.
That's fun. That's funny.
She kept running away from the ball.
Doug probably never read Cinderella.
Shouts out to you, Gisani. I appreciate you, player.
Methuselah. Thank you so much. Great show. Let's make this Super Bowl cruise special. Planning on making it. Awesome.
So you have till the 9th. You have 4 more days to pay the $50 deposit. And you know what? We did the math the other day. You put $75 to the side every month until the cruise. You're Gucci. You're done.
What do you call a patronizing bear?
Oh, shit.
What do you call a patronizing bear?
So patronizing is condescending. No.
Panda. Okay, that's it. I'm over your head today. I'll work on colors and numbers tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Where my glasses at?
SDB. Oh, yeah, you didn't wear your glasses today. SDB_ATL. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate the laughs this morning. Had to cuss a ninja out. Lazy SOB. Pacers in 5.
Pacers in 5.
Yeah, I want this bet.
A manager. Doug, go on and do it. Take a chance.
Let me think about it a little bit more.
Take a risk.
All right, listen, this one's so good. I one more. Last one. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Oh shit.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
Look at the time, man.
Scarecrow.
We gotta move on from this.
Hey. Stag Award.
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field.
That's decent.
Douglas,
That's decent.
come
That's
on.
decent.
That was good.
That's decent.
From Griff.
Standing in his field.
It's not enough to make me. It's not enough to make me laugh, but it was decent. It made sense.
From Griff. Thanks, Griff. Please don't take my black card. I was deep into PE and Cali rapper named Paris, and I listened to bands since I played the drums. So he's flat throwing it back with us, saying he didn't really get it when you did the Sweet Tea situation, which I've never. I don't know her. I'm not saying.
Right.
I'm just saying Detroit.
I mean, I think she technically falls under one hit wonder. Because she had a couple more tracks. I can't think of the melody right now, but she had maybe 2 or 3 songs that were very popular. But that track that you played today, Tree, we were doing the George Jefferson to that song right now in High Chaparral. I can see it right now. High Chaparral in Moco. That was the track. That was the track of 1987-88 school year.
And when you say George Jefferson, you mean that dance he does where he was dancing with Roxy? Okay.
Right.
Well, Helen.
Right. Exactly.
Ty Davidson with the advertisement. Thank you so much. Ford employee discount # buy with Ty Tidwell, Kennesaw.
Y'all need a car. Holler at Ty Davidson.
# buy with Ty. # buy with Ty. So when they do that, is he talking? Is he inferring Instagram or TikTok or what?
Clearly, he works at Tidwell.
He works at
the Tidwell Ford dealership in Kennesaw, and he's saying everybody can get the Ford employee discount. Go buy your car from him. Buy with Ty.
So he's basically telling you come to that dealership and find him.
That's right.
Okay, I'm thinking this # buy with Ty is something online that people can reach out to him beforehand. Okay, that's good.
No, he's just being creative.
Read Why Not. Damn, why not? You were almost at $30 today. Thank you, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
With all due respect, that 90s three-peat stuttering skit, I mean, I think so too. Sorry,
but words hurt, man. Words hurt. How do you think 3P feel about this watching?
Well, that's for me to deal with, man. I don't think he'll step to me in these streets. We'll see what happens. It's okay.
It's good TV, and that reel could get Ryan a gig also. I mean, he's an actor.
Listen, man, we all know someone that stutters, and when they call, we think about accepting because we don't have time.
So you're running out now.
To be on the phone all day.
I bet that's how you look. Never mind. You just made some faces.
Real quick.
Okay.
Why doesn't Dracula have any friends? I know y'all gonna get this one. Why doesn't Dracula have any friends?
He bites.
He's a bit of a pain in the neck.
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
I wrote that one myself. That's one of mine.
No, you didn't. We see you.
What do you mean I didn't?
We see you reading off the screen to the right of you.
Well, I write my jokes.
Yeah, that's not.
All good.
Once
all
again,
good comedians do.
You can do yourself a favor by memorizing these jokes as opposed to looking at the screen to your right.
You can do yourself a favor by.
Oh, Rel Scott. Thanks, Rel. 3PJ said, Ryan.
You about to be rich nigga. Take the bet.
Oh, Douglas.
I'm trying to take the bet.
Dad. Get in here.
I'm trying to take the bet.
You messed up the screen.
He don't even like 3P. 3P don't like you either, for the record.
Oh. Mr. Eccles, thank you. Thank you so much. Ryan, exactly how did 3P tell you to take the bet?
It's a fan favorite, Doug. It's not me. These people paying and asking for it, man.
Hey, Melvin Eccles, thank you, bro. $50, that's a lot.
Yes, there is a show tonight.
One account.
8 p.m. The Tea with Tree. Ryan, answer the man's $50 question.
3P said, take the bet.
This is so
Pay 11 towing, where speed and savings come together to get you safely to your destination. 404-770-6949. Again, he's going to be quick to you. He's going to have competitive pricing, and he's going to get you where you need to go. He's not about that other stuff that other tow companies are about, trying to be a racket. Bay 11 Towing, 404-770-6949. And if you tell him the Stu sent you, he might give you 1.5% off, maybe.
If you all have a business or something like that and you want to donate, donate $50, $100, Ryan or Douglas can do that very same thing that Ryan just did. I can cut that up and send it to you. You can use it on your social media pages. $50. Those kinds of ads start at $50. Your donation in here.
A little deeper than that tree.
Experience.
A little deeper than that tree.
The top of your head is cut off, man. I don't know if you know that.
At least once a week since we've been working with Bay 11 Towing, someone has called me or texted me asking for his number. I'm not BSing. At least once a week. So and I give it to them readily. Bam. Oh, holla at Melvin. He'll take care of you.
Donate. Be great. Thank you. Earl McDowell. We have so little time, so we didn't get to do these audios. We probably have to just dedicate the space, the archives situation.
Well, we can play them coming back from a break like we do with videos and stuff. Let's just remember that.
Dude in college that studied so bad, even his breathing while speaking was caught up in the struggle.
I could not have relations with. Maybe the stuttering stops when you're in the middle of,
or maybe that prolongs the actions.
Oh man.
Maybe that same stutter you talk, he has the same motion to that stutter. So instead of a 2-pumper, it ends up being a 5-pumper. Instead of a 5-pumper, it ends up being a 10-pumper. I don't know.
I gotta work that out in my head a little bit. Pause.
I used to sex this lady that had a stuttering situation.
Uncle Mike, thank you so much. Please just give us a dollar amount to make Ryan's jokes stop.
Yeah.
We can start a GoFundMe to make it happen.
Wait, he's not laughing with me. He's laughing at me.
Don't do that.
If we can get, literally thousands of people watch this show ultimately in a week's time.
Right.
If we could get every person watching to give $2, then we can get rid of this joke thing. I think. Would you agree to getting rid of the joke thing if we can get, 100 people to give $2?
Man, there's people paying that want the jokes.
They want it.
People want the jokes, man.
But I think
people want this.
I think we get more if you got rid of the jokes.
But that man gave $10 to hear one.
All right. Why shouldn't you marry a calendar, man? Why shouldn't you marry a calendar?
He might have a date. He might have a date already. He already has dates.
It's dates. It's days are numbered, man.
I tried. Shit. I was close. Thank you, Griff. Another donation. He says he's talking about the New Jack Swing era when he was sharing his musical prowess back in the day.
Yep.
Till Dog. Thank you so much. Ryan sounds like Dada Man.
The Dada Man.
Dada Man.
The Dada Man from New Jack City. I don't remember him.
Yeah. The one that
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He played Radio Raheem and was it Do the Right Thing?
Do the Right Thing. Yes.
Come on, Doug.
We
laughed at In Living Color jokes back in the day. Stuttering is funny. If 3-Pete isn't offended, I agree.
Well, for the record, I do think 3-Pete is offended. I do, but
we don't care.
But if the people like it, I love it.
These jokes.
Me and 3-Pete, we go way back, so I can make him understand. I'll buy him a drink when I see him.
We have so much donations that it's 9:25 and there's other 34.
Keep reading them.
Still. Yes, sir.
You got time? You got time?
Thoroughly entertained. He's thoroughly entertained today. Yes.
And y'all tell people and share the show. Hit the share button. This is very important. Share.
Jashani, another donation. Nah, Uncle Mike. The jokes don't stop.
Well,
hit it, Ryan.
I'll be damned.
Shuffle.
Hit it, Ryan. Hey, do you want to hear a construction joke?
No.
Do you want to hear a construction joke? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still working on it. Construction, you get it?
More focused on jokes.
I've got pages of them. I think about them, and when I think about them, I write them down. I got pages of them.
Mr. Blackshear, thank you so much. Ryan, I coached the Bulls with Black. Is that Curtis?
Oh, shout out, Mr. Blackshear. We appreciate you, bro. He came to the studio when we were doing the show in WGST with the boys a while back.
He
Shouts
said
out,
you
bro.
showed him nothing but love.
Yeah, shouts out, Mr. Blackshear.
What are the Bulls? Basketball?
It was a little league team that he was coaching a while back. The AAU
Which
team
kind of
that
sport?
Basketball.
Okay, Yeah. I thought it might have been the kid's karate teacher.
No. Oh, that's Wazir.
All right. We're ready for the other chat. Ryan, if you see money, honey.
I will holla. I will holla.
From Loose Neck Side, the music from the Hulk started playing when Ryan drove off after dropping Miles off.
It did.
I think that's awesome that he's there and you're supporting him possibly having a career in the arts.
Oh, it will be one of his hustles. There's no question.
And Douglas, my children went to the camps every year that your daughter's working at. Kayla and Cameron went to Morehouse. Well, Kayla went to Clark because they had the media, and Cameron went to the Morehouse camps, and they were top tier.
Okay, great.
I hope her check is.
When I called him Tuesday, he said, Dad had a great day today. I said, well, what'd y'all do? He said, Dad, we made outfits. I said, you made outfits? Yeah. We had to sew things and put these outfits together. I said, Miles, so you were working on wardrobe? He said, yes, Dad. It was amazing.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's
doing
loves all production, backstage stuff, all of that.
All backstage stuff. They make more money than the people on the stage.
That's dope. That's dope.
Mr. C is wondering, are you going to talk about Angel Reese and her fan white girl comments?
You know what? I meant to talk about this, man. It's so much on a big trending topic, like this Puffy, like this stuff with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. It's so much AI. I literally don't know what's real anymore.
Sir.
So I'm kind of hesitant to talk about anything like that because it might just be AI.
Yeah, we got to look at the source.
And you should be, sir. A couple times a week, I send Ollie a text and said, is there any truth to this?
Right.
Because I'm just trying to verify and make sure that I'm not talking about something that is just completely made up.
Sir, we are in the infancy stages of this thing. Imagine how precise and real these things are going to look in 10 years.
No question, man.
Seriously.
No question.
I mean, it's out of control, man.
Loose Neck wants to give you some comfort. He says the LOP's older sisters are going to be harder on the boyfriend than you could ever be.
I hope so. I hope that was the case.
And Courtney Williams says if she's introducing him to you, he's been around for a while. Because she had to work up to that. Like
I thought about that.
She's known you for 21 years.
She asked me yesterday. I wasn't going to say anything. She called me yesterday, and she was a little small talk. Then she was like, "So what do you think about so and so?" And I was like, well, I mean, he seems to be a nice fellow.
She cares.
I said some things kind of, alarmed me. She was like, what? Tell me.
Him breathing.
I says, well,
being alive.
Right.
No, I said, and I talked to the ex about this, like, what direction should we go? Because if I scold a dude, if I put the dude on blast, then she'll rebel and want to be with him more, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, he's a good guy. There's a couple things alarming. She says, what? What was alarming? I says, well, no offense
I'll make him change.
I said, no offense, but he has a tattoo on his neck.
On his neck?
On his neck. I said, you do. I said,
was he Mike Tyson?
I said, maybe he doesn't care. But you do understand with a tattoo on your neck, you're never going to work in nobody's office.
Yeah, unless you wear a turtleneck every day.
She says, she paused for a second. I says, yeah, I mean, maybe he doesn't want to be in anybody's office. Maybe corporate America isn't in his future. I was like, but just keep that in mind. He's not probably going to get a job in nobody's building.
You have to provide the health insurance.
Stop it. He might be his own business owner. Y'all stop.
But I prefaced it. That's what I said. I was like, listen, Maybe
Thank you, Rel.
got a
Look down in
plan.
the little. That man might run his own business one day.
For the record, man, tattoos on faces and necks are an alarm.
It is.
It's an alarm. What are you, some kind of gangbanger or something?
I tried to do it gently, and and after I said it, she was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about that too. Let me think about this."
My wife has a tattoo.
Oh.
I have brands, and whenever we come up and start talking about stuff like that, our kids always say, "Well, you have so and so, and you have so and so," and we say, "Can you see it right now?"
Yeah, no.
And the answer is no. You can't see it. Everything that I have when I put on clothes is covered up.
Yeah, if it's
We
on your
wish them the
face,
best.
if you got a tattoo on your face, and no offense to somebody that's watching the show right now that might have this situation.
Oh, we're not
If you
issuing
have-
on nobody.
If you have a tattoo on your face or on your neck, then you've made a commitment that you're going to be your own boss. And
And that can work. And that can work
That
for
can work.
you.
I just
We
wanted to make sure
applaud
my
that.
daughter. I just wanted to make sure my daughter understood that in a very gentle way.
Low country too. Good luck.
Loose Neck says, how did your dad even, like, that's crazy. That's abuse. Throwing them in the water? Figure it out?
Yeah.
But that's why we had men back in the day, and now we have something else. So,
It's different.
because they want us to heal them and shit.
Yeah, my dad made me go to school and fight the bully because the bully burned my cousin with a hot wire.
Wait,
And-
was the
and-
cousin
and-
a girl?
The cousin was a girl.
Okay, I
And,
needed to.
and when I saw him approaching her with the hot wire, I was running towards them to stop it, but he still put it on her, and I didn't. He was the bully. So I grabbed her and consoled her and walked her to the bus. She got home and told her dad. Her dad came
your
outside,
uncle.
started screaming my daddy's name. Ralph, come out here right now, Ralph. He comes outside and they start talking and pointing to the window, and dad goes, Ryan, now get out here. And I walk outside like I don't know what's going on. Is what they're telling me the truth? Well, Dad, what did they say? Some bully burnt Keisha with a hot wire. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. Well, what did you do? Well, I consoled her and helped her get on the bus. He said, listen, tomorrow morning when y'all get off that bus, you beating his ass. And if you don't, when you come home, I'm beating yours. And he walked off.
What's a hot wire? You've told the story.
You take a
many times.
hanger and do like this, and at the curve where the hanger is, it's going to be hot. And if you do it enough times, it'll leave a mark.
Why would somebody think of that? That's diabolical.
He was the bully. We were in the 4th grade at Whiteville Elementary. He was supposed to be in the 8th grade at the middle school. So the next morning, Dad walks me out to the head of the driveway. I got to go to the bus by myself, but he walks me out to the head of the driveway. He said, listen, man, I'm dead serious about what I told you yesterday. And as a matter of fact, you're going to have 4 or 5 cousins at that bus stop. If I was you, I'd talk to them about it too. And he walked off.
Meaning
And I was
get
like,
some backup. That was his
Get
way.
some help.
I love it.
Keisha is your cousin, and one of their cousins are, 2 of their cousins, but she's everybody's neighbor. Y'all got to have her back.
So y'all didn't get suspended for fighting back in South Moco? Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
that probably wouldn't report it. It
it
probably
was no
happened
big
behind
deal.
some trailers or something. You got the guy, right?
So a guy that I don't talk about anymore told me that he was down. Morado said he was down. Jason said he was down. Everybody was down.
not a gang.
And when I got off the bus, I grabbed some sand. One of my cousins was behind the bully and put his foot out, and I threw the sand in the bully's eyes. The bully fell back and fell on the ground, and I jumped on top of him and started mollywhopping him. They snatched me up before any teachers come. I leave. I never have a problem with the bully the rest of my life.
That's good, man. You were thinking strategically. What grade? What grade was this?
That was the 4th grade.
You were thinking strategically in the 4th grade. You probably could have been a military officer, man.
Keisha
threw
loves
sand
me
in the
to-
dude's eyes in the 4th grade.
Keisha loves me to this day for
next
backing
level.
her up.
That's next
From-
level.
From SDB_ATL, summer camp was going to the park next to camp and eating bag lunches. Yeah, Parks and Rec. Them nasty ass sandwiches.
You're talking
in
about the
that-
summer lunch program,
Yes.
which was phenomenal. We were
With that
recipients. of the summer lunch program for many, many years.
Didn't your mama send y'all to the movies all day or something? You said
That was later. That was later.
That was a little bit later.
We were older then. We were a little bit older.
She'd drop us off at the movie theater in the summertime, and we'd switch theaters all day and night.
Like she would drop us off at like 10:30, 11, and come back around 8 or 9.
No, not that. I mean, but literally, the movie theater was our babysitter some summer days.
putting food outside on the porch.
I mean, we could have got abducted, and no one would have known the wiser, man.
Now that's true, all of us, because we was outside on the streets and our bikes. We down at the McDonald's. We're taking bottles to the store to get money because they gave 10 cents per bottle in Michigan.
That's right.
Looseneck said he went to 4-H camp, Grant Walker, and that was where he got his first kiss and his hunting
certificate.
Kiss and a hunting.
Did
y'all play high go get him?
I had a summer love, boy, at 4-H camp that I still see today on my my Facebook timeline, and I want to call her so bad, but she's married with like 3 or 4 kids. I want to call her and just say, "Hey, you remember me?"
Met my first summer love at 4-H camp too, man. We're still good friends to this day.
We hunched behind that barn that night.
We called it a full-out hump.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I want
we
to
called
be
it
a
a
kid
full-out hump.
again. I was a good
that was when I used to release real fast too. I mean, the little hump, I'm shooting the underwear up.
Mike Malone gonna come in there and use that bench the right way.
I hope so.
And benches.
I hope so.
I hope the Knicks keep losing. You never gave thought to moving away from them losers. You've gone your whole life and the Knicks hadn't won a championship. Nobody would be mad at you if you moved on to, I don't know, maybe the Lakers, a real winning organization.
They did win a championship.
You're a glutton for punishment.
They did win a championship the year I was born, sir, in 73. So they did have one in my lifetime.
Mr. C says Shador is starting.
No question. I said before Thanksgiving, it looked like he'll be the day one starter in the first day of the season, sir. That's what it sounds like.
That's what happens when you just
you've been keeping up with that, man? You've been keeping up with that?
But that's another thing. I don't know what's real or not.
Okay.
I'm thinking some of these reports and some of these videos are AI too.
AP,
by the way, hold on, Tree, 1
CNN.
second. By the way, what year did the Knicks win their last championship?
73.
No, you weren't born yet.
Oh, because you're born in August.
The Knicks have not won a championship yet.
I just said in my lifetime, I was born in 73. So they got it earlier in the year, but that summer
you weren't around for it though.
I was born in 73.
You were born in 73.
Right. And you want the better not.
In
you
August.
Want the better not. You want the better not.
They have sucked your whole life. I don't know. You a glutton for punishment.
What do you call a detective that accidentally solves the case? What do you call a detective that accidentally solves the case? Sherlock Holmes.
Come on, let's
okay, let's go.
We gotta run through these.
Shedrick Moore. I remember when $15 worth of gas used to get me to Atlanta.
Wow.
I don't think I could drive yet.
Shout out Shedrick Moore. Appreciate
Sandman says he was born in 1988. Talking about that video.
I graduated high school in 1988.
Jashani says straight leg jeans in 88 were kind of tight.
I see y'all thought I'm joking. Doug was wearing them tight ass jeans. I'm not joking.
Whatever. They were fashion.
Yes.
They were fashion style.
Ron Lee, if you're a black,
walking with a waddle because you can't move your legs in them tight ass pants.
But nobody was sagging in 1988 either.
Did y'all have them jeans back during that time called Devils? Tree, you remember Devils?
No.
Might have been a New York thing.
I don't know what that is. Ron Lee, if you're a black Trump supporter, you're either a grifter or a selfish, self-having Negro.
That's exactly what it boils down to. They're thinking about their pockets more than anything else.
Yeah, they don't care about the people. Peter Warwick wasn't in already. Yes.
He should have been.
The one, Mr. Ham. Thanks for being here.
Peter Warwick was electrifying. If you put a gun to my head and said, "Is Peter Warwick in the College Football Hall of Fame?"
I would have said yes.
I would say yes.
No question.
It's almost those list of names we read were almost like we always talk about with the NFL Hall of Fame. If you say the name and you don't think Hall of Famer, really they're not a Hall of Famer. But if you say the name, you automatically say, "Hell yeah, that's a Hall of Famer." They should be in.
Robert Porsche is a college football Hall of Famer because I went to his ceremony. I believe Joe Hamilton's a college football Hall of Famer too.
No, I think Porsche is in the Black College Hall of Fame.
That's exactly right. You're right.
We were at
more
the,
donations.
yeah,
you're right.
More donations. Loose neck. Tree Russian trying to solve Ryan's jokes. Was it? Yeah, I do because I am smart. Like it's
and they're all fairly easy too.
Learned, experiences. I go outside, unlike some people in here. James Freeman Jr., thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you.
Giving Craig Mack. It's James Freeman giving Craig
Shout out
Mack.
to you, James.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
Earl McDowell. Hey, Tree, don't forget the stews throwback. Yes, we talked about that. I have them. We just have to incorporate them because I need to put some video behind it because this is a show on TV. So thank you for the reminder.
The great Ronnie Lott. I don't even remember him being in Oakland. Damn.
Why not is answering your question, Doug, as to why he's here at the crack of dawn. I'm not overseas, but after working 31 years for them folk, I moved quiet during retirement. Great show today.
Oh, appreciate
I get up early because I don't want to miss nothing. Like, I kind of saunter sometimes, but early in the morning is my jam.
It's in my mind that the
everything.
early bird catches the worm, and I'm an early bird.
And the wood.
What does saunter mean? That was a good word. What does saunter mean?
I just move slow.
Saunter means move slowly.
Deliberate.
Okay.
Sean Mims, he's back. Doug, he said he's not a plant, so raise up off him. He's been listening since 790, and your nephew Jorge.
Oh, shout out, Sean.
No, thanks, Sean.
Sean. We can have differing opinions.
I thought you was a plant.
Okay.
All this shit you be talking.
It's all right.
But thank you for listening to the show, man, and watching the show.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Griff with another $5. He said he was a playground director in college. It was his first experience with an old was bagging the mama. One of the kids' mama.
The camp the camp counselors like Kara's doing right now really make an impact in the campers' lives, man. Like I remember my camp counselor 2 years right now in particular.
You had the dude that always ate a lot of fruit and was blowing the bathroom up. What's his name?
One of the guys' name was Jeff. He ran track at Clemson because 4-H camp was a Clemson extension type thing.
Okay.
Like Morehouse and Spelman is to this camp Kara's at. Clemson sponsored this camp for us. And he ran track for Clemson. Guy's name was Jeff. I can't remember his last name right now. But you remember stuff like that, man, when you were a kid. He was like the coolest Mickey Ficky in the world at the time.
Rel Scott wants to thank us for working overtime with another donation. Thank you, Rel. We really appreciate you and Tisa Scott.
Thank you, Rel. Thank you, Rel.
Tisa Scott. Doug is the aftermarket Bobby Brown. This is regarding your
New Edition days
and singing. Jungle Brother, he said he hasn't had an automatic morning wood
since 2001.
TMI, sir. Wrong show for that information.
Good thing you're married.
On manual activation. Never mind.
I need automatics. Toot that booty up. Okay, never mind. Teddy Riley is one of the best producers to ever cut a track. Guy was just the beginning for him. He is phenomenal.
Yep.
I agree. That New Jack swing of Teddy Riley, people just commenting again on that. It was a time.
It was a great era. Yes.
Methuselah, happy anniversary. Shout out to his bride of 31 years.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Methuselah.
I love a marriage.
Hopefully she's doing something that works.
Happy anniversary.
Hopefully you're on automatic. Never mind. Sorry, Jungle. We don't want to tease you.
So, no, we're not teasing them. It's okay.
Jimmy Jam is the reason Janet Jackson went through the stratosphere, got their start under Prince, and for those who didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis work with Prince. I didn't know that.
Listen to their sound. You can hear Morris Day and the whole Minneapolis.
Oh, the Minneapolis sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then remember they work with I'm Only Human. Remember that song? It was like a white band. That's them. Yeah. You can hear like if you know
the Minneapolis sound, Prince, Morris Day, Apollonia. What was the girl group name that Prince was
Vanity
banging all
Six.
of them? Vanity
Mhm.
Six.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to the music, you're right. It had a certain sound because the same producers and Prince.
Rel Scott says Russell Simmons going to come over here and go to court, and then they're going to lock his dumb ass
No,
up.
he's not coming over here.
He's not coming over here.
There's no way. No way. He'll never come back over here. Because he know the minute he get back on U.S. soil, they're going to throw cuffs on his ass. He ain't coming back.
And Jungle Brother says Roman Polanski's been living in the south of France since 1977. He was charged with essaying a 17-year-old girl, and they caught him in bed with her. This is true. But it's the skin he's in. So
right.
We need to just
And he's
accept
gone.
that that's the way it is.
And he took off.
Y'all remember that dude Rick on Black Men Revealed, and y'all had an intervention for him?
I do.
Yeah. The dude was shooting down black women. He was killing black women on the episode.
He was like the Kevin Samuels of that time.
He was like the Kevin Samuels of that time, 20 years ago. All right.
Thank you, Shedrick. Tree with this damn voice. I think I got a crush on Tree.
I'll talk to you offline, Shedrick.
From Tracy Smith. Welcome, Tracy. MC Light has a new album out, and it sounds pretty good.
Oh, she does?
Okay.
I'll check it
Welcome,
out.
Tracy. Thanks for being here.
Tracy.
We need all the estrogen
Thank you, Tracy.
we can get.
For old time's sake, I'm going to download that.
Microwave says, Douglas, that is not true. His assistant manager at his job has a tattooed neck.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Y'all have a good weekend. I'll be outside at Seersuckers and Sundresses. If you're there, say hi to me. Black Diamond, let's do a shot. Doug and Ryan,
Y'all
great
have
show.
fun. Be careful, Tree. Y'all have fun. I'll be taking my son to his next summer camp.
So he's got a list of summer camps, huh?
Last one. A week in Kennesaw State, 2 weeks at Tulane. I'm going down. I'm going to drive him down Saturday. I'm going to crash
Just
with
y'all
my
two? Just y'all two?
The whole family's going. We're crashing at Big Stuff's house. We're going to crash with Big Stuff. Take him to Tulane Saturday. Stay until Monday and come back on Monday. And then I go away for a golf trip.
Where y'all staying at? What city?
At Big Stuff's house. He lives in Louisiana.
I said what city? I said what city?
It's in. He's about 45 minutes from Tulane. I'm not exactly sure the city.
And so y'all are staying where? New Orleans?
No, we're staying at Big Stuff's house.
Oh, okay.
For the 59th time.
No, but the other day you said that you were going to be 45 minutes from him, or 45. You're 45 minutes from the camp.
We're staying in Terrytown.
Okay.
Big Stuff has a house in Terrytown, so we're staying with my ace. We'll take Miles to his camp, which is a sleepover camp. So he'll be at the camp for 2 weeks. Then we come back, and then I'm going to go back to pick him up in 2 weeks. Probably by myself.
All right. Damn, you ain't want to stay in New Orleans?
I can't stay. I've got too many things that need to be tended to, and I have a whole family here, so Miles will be okay.
The bet.
You want this 150 or what, man? I mean, you want this bet?
I thought about that, man, but I'm like schlep rock with these goddamn bets with you, so I'm gonna. I guess I was just barking. I bit off more than I could chew. The goddamn Memphis Grizzlies was up by 32 points. Them sons of bitches found a way to lose.
Yeah.
You just too lucky with this.
Everybody in the chat, y'all get an A+. Thank you so much. We really appreciate y'all. Super chatters, y'all did your thizzle today, Nizzles. Thank you.
Thank you, super chatters.
I'm going to be real. I'm going to shoot y'all straight. Y'all are the reason why we're still around this bitch. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're working, trying to get discovered, trying to be heard, trying to be seen. But until then, y'all are what makes us come back.
Mm-hmm.
A+ to Ollie Wood. Thank you, Ollie. A+ to Tree. Good job, Tree. Y'all be careful at SNS. Y'all have fun. And to you, Doug, I'm giving you an A+, man. Good job and congratulations on your top 5.
Yeah, you get an A too, man. Not for them jokes though, but for everything else.
People love the jokes, man. Shouts out to you, Jasani. Make sure you come on the cruise.
That's debatable.
I may do a whole set. on the cruise.
Hey, listen, don't forget. I'm glad you reminded me. Don't forget tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, PlanNet, IntelliTravel, presentation by director Sandy Brown. 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your name, your phone number, and the word travel, and I'll shoot you back the link where you can join us.
The grade 3P says something is.
Well, because I reneged on that bet, we didn't make the bet yet.
Something is wrong with Doug. Kicking my head. He has a hard time getting those S's out. And whenever he says an S, I've never really seen him because we're on the phone. But whenever he says the S, he closes his eyes like this. Something's wrong.
When he closes his eyes, it's definitely an extra oomph he got to put into it.
Right. You got to dig deeper to get them S's out. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love, because there's all these showing you nothing but love, and thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
It's the longest show ever. Dig in your pockets, folks. Yeah, y'all keep coming up with them dollars. We'll keep sticking around.
Damn, we almost did a 3-hour show today.
We couldn't leave. People had stuff they wanted to say.
Oh, my Lord. Lord,
And you're going to SNS, aren't you, Doug?
I got to punch in. Yes.
All right.
I decided to go.
Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. Peace, y'all. Y'all be careful this weekend. And if you drink responsibly. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Peace.